They be switching up like seasons. I'ma keep it real just for one reason. Ain't nothing kill all my demons. Diamonds dance when we hop in the pants while I'm talking. I got niggas that clean, nigga check if the check walk down.
What up, though? It's the word. You see the title, we will talk about it. But first, do me a favor. Hit that like, and if you're new, hit that subscribe. It's free to you, but it mean the world to me. Apologies. I done moved this back like so many times. It's been raining here, and I've been having migraines like crazy. Earlier, I did a sit down with Miss V over at Make It Go Viral, and I pushed through. Appreciate everybody for coming out, rocking, supporting us over there, supporting us over here. Um, yeah, I still got a little migraine, but I feel a lot better. I'm gonna push through this because planting seeds spiritually and mentally is important that we do that like we do it physically, right? And what do I mean by that? Well, we want food and plants. We plant seeds to grow the food and plant that we desire. So it's the intention. And even when you plant the seed, it's the attention to detail, the nurturing that you do to even implement the hole to put the seed in. You cover it, you let it grow in a little pot. And as it get bigger, you take it outside, put it in the soil outside. You continue nurturing, growing. Some people talk to the plants, giving it positive energy. What up, realist? What up, shy woman? Um, you water it. You make sure it's getting proper sunlight, proper water. You put it in hopefully some good soil, some enriched soil. You do everything that you can possibly do to get that seed the best opportunity to grow into the desired plant or flower that you want. So when we plant seeds physically, is a process. And each step of that process has a purpose. There's a reason why we do it. With the intention, like I just said, to get a seed the best opportunity to grow strong, full, rich. And when we plant seeds mentally and spiritually, we got to go through the same process. We should be going. Sometimes we just throw things at the wall and see what stick, especially when it comes to working on ourselves spiritually. You know, but if we take the time and plant the seeds correctly, what'll blossom and grow is wisdom. You know, plant the seeds of knowledge to harvest the fruit of wisdom. Um, I don't know if y'all ever heard that. Probably not, because I just made that up. It sounds good. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I just did that. Bars, realist bars. You like that? You plant the seeds of knowledge to harvest the fruit of wisdom. That's how that works. So even when we seek knowledge or information, there's a process. And remember, process is like planting the seed. So it's rigorous. It's not fun at the beginning. You get dirty, um, just like when you creating a hole to put the seed in. What I mean, you get dirty is the time you put into it. You got to find the right information, and then once you find it, you got to study it. You got to know it, and then you got to apply it. Because anything that we seek out information wise, remember this fundamental key is someone's perspective. It's someone else's perspective. So everything that you done studied and information, that's just how somebody figured it out. Somebody looked at it. That's why I always say apply it. Do it yourself. See if you get the same results. Or you might get something different. or you might find a new way to do it or innovative way to do it. Or you might see it's just BS. Buying space. What's up? D Truth. What's up, brother? So knowledge is key because there's so many people who get secondhand knowledge, and what I mean by that is, especially in today's age, instead of people going to figure it out for themselves, they find somebody who know it, um, and that's fine and that's cool. But ultimately, you still, even when somebody tell you something, you need to go research it for yourself. Because, like I said, it's just that person's perspective, and who's to say if it's right or wrong. So, Lovey, what's up? What's up? Love you, say I come in peace. Love you, we love you. Buying space, right? You got to read the word directly. Um, so even when you get somebody else's information, you should always go double check it for yourself, um, just to make sure it's right. Because there's no point implanting or planting that wrong seed of knowledge, right? Because that's what you go harvest, bad information. So you got to be careful with that. And then spiritually, it's our actions, the things that we do. If you look at any religion, um, it's telling you the deeds, the way you look at stuff, the way you go about things, forgiveness, uh, compassion, truth, all those things. That's how you work on yourself spiritually. That's a hack. But you still have to, meditate, self reflection. You gotta spirituality is self, is is cutting out the outside world and um, holding yourself accountable, um, and working on your own self, raising your own frequency. That's basically the essence of spirituality. Is holding yourself accountable. So when you're working on your spirit, planting those seeds, some of the tools, like I said, is studying the word, just like Buying Space said, some bit, how are you? Some people use spiritual systems like Buddhists or Taoists. Some people use ancestral practices like hoodoo, voodoo. Some people are just, abide by the universal laws. Whatever way, then we got, the three major religions, Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. So, whatever way you implant those seeds is important to remember to do, apply, be the word. You know, uh, what Michael Jackson say, be the change you want to see in the world. You know, we at constant battle with ourselves. Those spiritual seeds are real. Uh, Planting those with care because it's constant battles within ourselves, and then we have to deal with things outside ourselves, and that adds to the battle, right? Um, because we can dictate what we do, but when the outside world affects that and it changes the way we feel on the inside, that's another battle we have to have. You know, it's already hard enough to battle your own demons, but a lot of times we face the battle, we got to face other people's demons. You know, um, so that's the complicated part, right? So that's why I found myself secluding myself a lot of times, um, keeping myself away from people until I was strong enough, um, battling my own demons, understanding my own demons, really making peace with them. And once I did that, I was able to be around other people while they battle their demons. That's all anybody is actually doing on a daily basis. We all trying to figure out life, right? Um, and while we're doing that, we interact with one another. But we all having our own individual battle inside ourselves. We want to admit it or not, all our own thoughts and our own problems. Everybody on here right now. Nate, what up, brother? We got our own problems individually, right? Um, so it's like that we got to deal with. Then we come together, have these discussions, and a subject might be about something I'm going through, right? Just like it might be about something somebody else going through. And when we talk about the subject, then we kind of compare and contrast, what other people going through. And a lot of times, what that do is gives us the opportunity uh, to just learn differently because two things somebody else might be going through, you might have another two, three people who already been through it, overcame it, or something bad happened, so they share their stories, and we all listen and learn from one another. That's what we have the opportunity to do. You know, it's just how you use things, and that's the seed I'm trying to plant, right? The seed of understanding during discussion, because a lot of these subjects, we all affect us in different ways, different levels. That's how life affects us. Some people got it hard because of their skin color. Some people got it hard because of the family they was born into. You know, some people got it hard because of the environment they was born into. And so whose experience is worse? Somebody born and got difficulties because of skin color, being in America, being black. Somebody born into a rich white family, but is getting abused, or somebody born in a third world country where bombs going off over their head and they ducking from it trying to escape to America. Who experiences worse? I mean, um, like I said, there's levels to everything. And just Miss Tracy, what's up? Just understanding that we all have different experiences and affect us in different ways. I could be going through something and I can get through it totally fine, but the next person can go through it and it can almost break them. Just because I got through it okay, I shouldn't discount how the other person is feeling going through it. It's just compassion, understanding. Um, but that has to be reciprocated, right? Like if I do it and don't nobody else give it back to me, I mean, after so long, I'm gonna get tired of doing it. So even I had to learn like everyone doesn't deserve that, but I initially give it for the purpose because I do want it back. So I show people like, hey, look, this is me. I'm willing to do this, and hope they reciprocate it. If they can't, then I understand it's just not for me. Um, There's nothing that don't mean nothing bad about the person. It's just our frequencies didn't match. I had to learn that, because you can't do that for everybody. People will take advantage of that, So not being naive. Thomas, what's up? You moving to Mars with Elon? Hey, I don't know if I want to move to Mars, but see if he got an extra seat. Um, yeah, definitely see if he got an extra seat. But that's what I try to do, right? And like I said, I'm not naive. You can't just give people that all the time because some people will take advantage of it. And if they do, then not to deal with them. But you should give people that opportunity because by me giving that opportunity, it's probably somebody else waiting. Like, well, I want to do it, but if ain't nobody else go do it, and it's a chain reaction. People see people willing to be cool and build and do positive things. More people come. Um, we always say we can't do this. What up, though, Bronze? We always say we can't do this because it's not done, or when people try it don't work. You sometimes you try things with the wrong people, and that's why it don't work. But if you do it with the right people, and then more people see, like, hey, it's being done. Like when I was on Miss V channel, she was asking me, why do I, or how, what kind of impact did Nick have on me? And I told her, he showed me it can be done. You can create a channel and just say, hey, look, we'll come here, we go build, we go have fun, we go learn, and that's it. Nothing else is tolerated. And that's what he do. And I'm like, if he do it, I can do it. Um, so that before that, I didn't really see it done like that. But I say it can be done. So the blueprint, Nate Blueprint Petty. And shout out to Nate the Great. But that's what you got to do. That's what life is, right? That's the old field of dreams. If they build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. So, like these conversations, I always drop the link. People welcome. Like I said, even if you got an opposing or a more radical idea, as long as you're respectful, we gotta have the conversation because that's what it's for. It's for us to share ideas. Nephew, what's up, sis? Uh, we share ideas, and that way we find more solutions. Every problem, the problem with problem, the people don't realize it's more than one way to solve it. So people get to arguing what's the best course of action when solving a problem. Like, why don't you just try them all? Everybody sit down and come up with different solutions and attack the problem in multiple ways. The more ways you got to attack the problem, the greater chance you got of defeating or finding a solution to the problem. Um, I rather Leticia, what's up? I'd rather have more answers than no answers, but it's that ego boost that no, my way is the best way. No, my way is the best way. Like, nah, just let's try them all. That just makes sense to me. And it's you go from like like most people, like when we break down information, right? So if we was doing um we was doing an experiment, you know, and we're using a scientific method as a process that we go through to figure out if something is true or false. But for some reason, we only apply that theory to when we do doing scientific problems. We should use that same theory with everything. That's what I do. I analyze everything to see why it works the way it works, to understand it, to either make it work for me or I know to avoid it because it's not for me. And it's not a hard process. It's something that we do intentionally, for other reasons. We just don't use it for all the right reasons. And that's why I always give you these. That's why I say it's important to figure out someone's intention. That's part of the process right there. Anytime you're interacting with someone, what's the intention? Now I'm planting seeds. What my intention with this is to plant seeds mentally, right? So that's what I'm doing with this. That's the direction I'm going. But that process, like I said, when you're interacting with people, it's a process you should automatically go through. And the first step is to find out the person's intention when interacting with you. Anytime somebody interacts with you, it's for a reason. So figure out that reason. Different ways to do that. Ask a person directly. You know, um, see the angle the person taking at you. You know, figure out the emotion. As far as communication. You figure out the tone. You ever have someone approach you with a monotone, with a nice tone, but they say contradicting things? They passive aggressive. Uh, they come at you with a nice tone, but they saying uh, crazy things. You know, they gaslight you. So the intention of the interactions to get you to attack them. I just seen that happen like 3 times today. That's why I use that as an example. And it's wild because people don't see it, and it's like you can't see that. That's because we're not taught that. We're not taught how to comprehend. I did a video on that. Most people, when we interacting with one another, we're not comprehending what one another is saying. We're only get to a level of understanding. But when you comprehend, that's basically what you're doing is you're figuring out the person's intention by being aware of the tone, the sentence structure. Um, yeah, passive aggressiveness. Yeah, my way is the best way for me, and that's how life is. Buying space, you do the things that work for you. Um, yeah, you do the things that work for you. But me personally, I'm like I do what's best for me, but I'm not naive that I can learn more things to add to make myself become better. Every day I'm looking for something else, another tool I can use because you never know when you might need it in life. Um, so yeah, I do what's best for me, but I'm not naive to learn from some of the things that may be best for you. So definitely, crisis in the USA. Um, yeah, that's a unique way of putting it, but yeah, I like that. It is widespread, like an outbreak. Is almost nurtured, you can say. I think it's nurtured with the society, the acceptance of what society is now, um, is almost nurtured. You know, we almost breed them. You know, but yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, but even with this conversation, like I said, planting the seed that we don't comprehend, and this would be nice bond space because that's one way you can avoid of becoming a narcissist, right? If you actually try to understand another person's not only point of view but the way they're trying to express themselves, you can learn a lot about why they may be passionate about a particular subject. A lot of people are passionate about things that affect them. I'm passionate about pulling these little knuckleheads out the street because I was one of them little knuckleheads. Um, Changing the ideology of what a black man is. I'm passionate about that. I try to lead by example. Um, you know, Not just with words. We can sit here and talk about it all day, but it's my actions that are that speaks volume. The way I am personally, like people who personally know me, they can tell you. You know, um, but that's like leading by example. So, um, but comprehending is when you're trying to communicate and effectively communicate. Like if I'm trying to build a relationship with someone, if it's business, personal, um, I have to comprehend. I have to know this person, show this person that um, I'm trustworthy. If I'm trying to establish a relationship. So I'm used to doing it because for me, it's just easier to not have misunderstandings if I can understand the person. If the person do the same for me, it really don't matter because I can avoid it. I worry about self more than anything. I'm just responsible for me. And the more responsible for me I am, the better or the more I can dictate how things go in my life. That's just what I know. Um, I can avoid things. I mean, some people may look at things like I don't know. I don't really care how people look at things, but I'm willing to walk away from situations instead of getting in arguments or fights. I'd rather walk away. Uh, I know what I can do. I'm confident in what I can do. I know who I am, but I got kids and a family I'm responsible for, and that trumps everything, even my ego and my pride. Um, so that's just uh, I'm just being honest because I seen so many examples of people throw their life away and because of their pride. Somebody said something or did something, and you got to prove how hard you are or tough you are, and now your kid's growing up with no father, and you sitting doing life. Everybody's saying, "Oh, he gangster," but you wish you never did that. And so I got to a point where I said I'd rather live with no regrets than live with regret. So one of my regrets will be, I know I would regret, so I'm just not gonna do it. I ain't gonna throw my life away for something stupid. When I was young, I did a lot of stupid stuff. Now that I'm older, I'm straight. I'd rather avoid the drama than get into it. Drama brings stress. Stress means lack of peace. It's already hard to find peace in life, so I'm gonna avoid it. Anything that steers me in the opposite direction of peace. You um, that's what I try to do. That's how I try to live my life, and that's only because uh, it works. Like Vine said, Space say, you got to do what you got to do that works for you. But when you planting them physical, spiritual seeds, like I said, it's going within, battling those inner demons. Just understand this. When I say you have the potential to be good or bad, all those negative things, they're already inside you. And what happens is uh, you feed it with emotion, the anger, the fear, the insecurities, all them negative emotions you feel about yourself. It feeds those demons. And the more you feed them, the stronger they get. And when they begin to surface, that's when you start feeling them. And they start affecting you on the outside, not just the inside. Things start happening around you. Um, that's them spirits you've been feeding with those negative emotions. That's why I always tell you to care about how you feel. Um, so even insecurity, that's one of the biggest ones that people feed subconsciously. They don't even know they feeding it, and that can lead to jealousy, envy. Um, you feed that them insecurities, you feed that demon enough, uh, it spawns other demons, and they not hard to work on, especially like insecurities. A lot of those comes from lack of confidence, lack of self love. We might love ourselves or we might feel we love ourselves, but how much do you really love yourself? You love yourself enough not to say nothing negative about yourself. There's truly nothing negative about you, even if it's things you may want to work on. It ain't nothing negative. It's only negative because you choose to look at it that way. It's just a reflection, you know. If you feel got a couple extra pounds, just lose it. Simple as that. Just lose it. Change the way you eat. Get more active. Just change it. Love yourself enough to make the necessary changes. If you feel You ain't got a good enough job, build yourself up. Go to school, go get a certificate, go learn a trade, get a better job. Just go do it. Anything you feel insecure of, look at one end and do the opposite. If it's your looks, improve them. Go get a haircut. Uh, go get some Botox. I'm just joking. Don't go get no Botox. But if it's physical looks, then uh, just think about. This is how I think about. Uh, some people do age well. Most people don't. So you can look good today, you gonna get old anyway. Like I said, some people age well. Uh, I just don't think most people do. And even if they do, oh well, you still get old. You're not gonna be young forever. So just enjoy it. You know, just be pretty on the inside. It'll mask the outside. I don't really think people ugly unless they ugly. If you ugly on the inside, then you just ugly. But I don't really truly think physical appearance is. I think people have unique faces. Yeah, like people can look unique. But I don't really think people are ugly unless they get on my nerves and I want to be petty. Then they might be ugly. But I'm being honest. I just think people have unique looks. I don't really think people are ugly. It's the inside that make people ugly. To me, I mean, just a nasty person on the inside. Uh, hey, I'm gonna stop talking about that for somebody report me to something. But I know I need myself to think this way because if I don't, I know what I won't make it. Nephew, what you talk about? First, hey God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference between the two. Exactly. Um, yeah, I don't, I got to that point. I've, and it's that's spiritual. That's a spiritual seed. A lot of the lessons or teachings in the Bible people don't apply, and a lot of the spiritual systems and people don't actually apply those things to everyday life because just like you said, it's a serenity prayer. So in those times, how many people actually look to that and apply that into real life? Like I'm going through this. This is what this prayer is about. So now I understand it. I think if they applied it, they wouldn't have. Think about this one. When I used to wonder when I was a child, when people say, God, why would you let this happen? I think about it like, why wouldn't God let it happen? Because is that not what trials and tribulations are? It's not the fact that God let things happen, it's things happen for us to learn from. Um, People say even to test our faith. But ultimately, things occur because of the law of cause and effect. Everything happens for a reason. And if you believe in a higher power, you'll understand that it's not that God let things happen. It's the fact things happen because there's opportunities and lessons to be learned in them. And that sounds harsh because there's some messed up things that happen in life. But a lot of things continue to happen because the first time it happened, it wasn't learned. That's why neighborhoods look the way they look now because when the problem first started, nobody learned from it and fixed it. We just wonder why it's happening. And a lot of these conversations, stuff like that happen too. You know, we can sit back and talk about all these different things, right? We could talk all day. We can get wisdom and understanding from it. But if we don't do something physically, then it's just a talk. And we go be coming back the next day and the next day and the next day talking about the same thing because we ain't did nothing but talk about it. So even that, if you don't apply things that you learn, that's the whole point I'm making. If you don't apply it, you're not doing nothing but talking. That's why I left the conscious community. They just sit over there and talk about what religion came first, who religion is better, what religion had how many, like, but what's in the religions that you can use to help people today? Wasn't nobody talking about that. They even had a debate. What religion will be better for a revolution? Like, what? Before you can come together and fix things, we got to pick a religion. That's crazy to me. Uh, that's crazy. So now I'm like, I'm straight. But it's things in the books, like even the Serenity Prayer. People don't apply that lesson. Learning to accept the things that you can't fix, fixing the things that you can, and having the understanding of which one is which. I mean, that's like a cheat code. I say I don't get too high and get too low. Similar concept. The food religion, that's what you innate. But I mean, it's so many. But that's the spiritual seed that can be planted. All these little mantras, you know, the Lord's Prayer, the Serenity Prayer. A lot of those lessons, even the story of Job in the Bible, right? Um, Even the story of Job, people don't quite grasp what Job went through. First he had everything, then he had nothing, and then he found peace. Because his faith in God. He never questioned God. When he lost everything, uh, he wanted to die, but he didn't question God. He just knew it was for a reason, and he had to figure it out. That's where I got the whole concept. I mean, that's what gave me peace. Reading that over and over and over, and over and over, like, and that's what gave me. I read that probably, like, I'm talking about straight. I probably read it about 16 times straight because it was something in there I was missing. Um, and it took probably about the 14th time to realize, like, dang, Job didn't get mad at God. Job, no matter, he done lost his whole family, his cattle, he lost everything. But he didn't get mad at God. He was pissed, but he didn't get mad. And he knew it was for a reason. He just, at times, he didn't care about the reason. He didn't want to know the reason, but he knew it was the reason. Um, and that gave me the clarity that everything occurs, no matter if it's good or bad. Um, that gave me the clarity of the cause and effect, the law of cause and effect. Every action has a reaction. So no matter what we do, something will occur. No matter if it's good or bad, you have to learn. And sometimes what you have to learn is how it started in the first place. What caused it. And a lot of times people don't even care about what caused things. They just look at the effect. They never really look at the cause. They look at the effect because that's where you usually get the emotional response from. It's from the effect of things, the end result. People forget to go back to the beginning to see what caused it. And a lot of times, especially with, um, a lot of the problems we have with interacting with one another and coming together with one another. Um, we don't look at the cause of things. We just look at the effect. Because when you look at the cause, like I say, you can better remedy or resolve problems is when you look at what caused it. You know. But to even do that, Kalani, what up, bro? But to even do that, you have to care. You know, you actually have to care. But the spiritual seed, that's the hard one because, like I said, it's not only about what's going on inside of you. Then you got to face what's going on inside of other people when you interact with them. Um, either you influence or you become influenced. So that's tricky too. You got to understand what kind of spirits other people have in them. I call it potential, but yeah, you gotta know what kind of other spirits people got in them because they interact with your spirit. They can either make your spirit stronger or weaker, and that could be even good or bad because they can make some bad spirits in you stronger and make the good spirits in you weaker. So uh, the spiritual seed is something you should be mindful of, and like I said, it's your deeds, it's what you do with the intention you do it with. Um, and mental, like I said, you gotta. It's the information. Um, Queenie, what up, though? Appreciate you. But with the mental seeds, it's the information, and you got to be careful with that because you can be getting wrong information and planting the wrong seeds, and when you go harvest it, you all bad. You know, think about um, growing up, right? They told you Christopher Columbus found America. Then when you get older, you realize like, hold on, how somebody find America and it was already people here. There's people here already. How you find something? You know, then you start looking at everything they taught you and realize that they've been planting these bad seeds in us since we was little, and we just been harvesting. You know, it happens a lot. It's the way people teach things. Like I was saying, even with the religion stuff, right? People use religion as a profit too. People profit off religion. So it's more lucrative to keep you coming back, asking questions than it is to teach you how to read the book so you can answer those questions for yourself. Um, the Bible and the Quran, all three of those texts are written in parables and allegories, meaning you have to use comprehension. You can't just read it to understand it. You have to comprehend it. Allegory is a story told to teach. So it's a tone that they use in writing. What's the tone? What's the structure of the words? That's what parables are. It's the structure of the words. You understand what structure that they're trying to display. Um, so even they don't tell you just use the universal law so you can decipher the Bible. They don't tell you that. They want you to keep coming back. And each preacher teach you their own different way. That's why they got so many different churches. And on one Sunday, they can teach 15 different scriptures or different lessons. And then they never go from the beginning of the book to the end of the book. So ultimately, what they do is just use the Bible to justify the point that they're making that Sunday. That's technically all they do. I mean, I grew up, my grandfather was a bishop, my uncle was a pastor now. They just use the Bible to justify the point they're trying to make. That's why they don't go from cover to cover um, to form an opinion without knowing the situation. They are programmed by the media to get that response. That's why most news, if you watch 5 or 6 of the news channels and they reporting on the same story, they report the story similar. Um, All this stuff is scripted, man. Anything that go on TV is scripted. Tonya, what's up, sister? Funny to me how you block folks and you speak to them from the panel. Uh-oh. What happened? Somebody blocked somebody? Uh-oh. I don't know what didn't happen. Yeah, well, I'm gonna check that out later. So I don't know what's going on, but um, planting some bad spiritual seeds. But see, that's I'm telling you, that's the hardest part. Is not only do you got to deal with what's going on inside you, but when you interact with people, you got to deal with what's going on inside them. And if you ain't spiritually strong enough, that can bring out more demons in you. That's why it's hard for me to interact. I can meet people and just tell like her frequencies don't match. I can't even interact with you because you gonna have a negative influence on me. Like I can feel that out of people. So some people I just won't even interact, and that's not even to say that person is bad. That person could be a good person. It's just I don't match. Like our frequency, like oil and water just don't match. Like I've just matured enough to understand that, um, like like what you said earlier, buying space. Um, God gave me the wisdom to know the difference. So I just know it's just something like it'd be some cool people. They'd be so cool with other people, and I'll be watching them afar. Like, yeah, they seem real cool. I just know it's that I just know that feeling. Like eventually, man, you gonna be a problem. So uh, I'm gonna just stay over here. I can feel that, and I ain't like I said, is the person could be an awesome person. You know, just because I don't feel like, man, this person can vibe. That don't make the person bad. It just means it ain't for me. You know, but I've met people like that, like in real life. Like, nah, you seem cool, but so that happens. So you'll get that, and when you try to force those relationships, those be the ones that usually like go nuclear, right? It's the ones you know, like I know I shouldn't have fucked with them. Those are the ones that be going nuclear. So um, I have dealt and met with people like that, and those people like you will even know I'm ever around. You know. Um, like I just don't bother them at all. I won't say hello to them. You know, it's like I just try to avoid them. I try to, I go in shadow mode around them because I don't even want them trying to interact. Um, the Queenie, I know you know what I'm talking about because you got that discernment too. I listen to you. You got that discernment. It's just some people that's like, yeah, man, you ain't gonna work out. Um, but that's important to have because, like I said, you have to deal with not only your own demons, but you don't know what demons people dealing with, or insecurities people dealing with, or traumas. People deal with traumas from the past. They haven't healed from them, and like I said, I've been through a lot of stuff in my past, and I healed from everything. Like on Miss V channel, I was telling a story about my brother and how I lost my eyesight. It don't bother me. I'm at peace with it. That's why I can talk about it. I've learned. I've been through so much stuff I had to heal from. Now, when things happen, um, I can quickly analyze it, understand it, and move on from it. Uh, take out the lesson from it, learn from it, and keep it moving. You know, like I'm older now. I got bigger responsibilities. I got little kids. Most people my age, most of my friends, they had kids when we were young. So they kids going to high school. Mine's still babies. You know, um, So I'm on a different time than even the people I came up with. Most of their kids going to college now. Mine just coming out of diapers. you know, so and now I'm older, so I'm more responsible than what I would have been if I was younger. So I'm more aware. Like, yeah, I ain't got time to fool around with the nonsense. Let's just get the business and keep it moving. It's like saying you don't have a dog in that fight. Yeah, I guess so. What you talking about? You talking about when I said you talking about the part when I said um I just don't like if I don't feel a good vibe with a person, I just don't try to kick it. There's no purpose. I feel like this in life. This is just how I feel. If it's not beneficial to me, why do it? I'm wasting time. If it don't benefit me, I'm straight. I'm not about to even like having conversations with people. Like I'm not sitting here arguing with nobody. If we ain't gonna share information or build on something, or have a good time, at least having a conversation, I'm not about to have it. It don't benefit me. I don't get off on arguing with people. That's a waste of my time. That's just how I feel. It's like I feel like everybody don't deserve my emotions. So, uh, like like a lot of times, like when people will get upset, right? And I look at it like um, you're spending a lot of energy using that emotion, and I don't really care. Like if you gonna be mad at me, and then get upset at me, at least let me know what I did so I can apologize and we can move forward. Like we adults. If I did something, don't secretly be pissed off at me. Just tell me so we can get through it. Maybe I didn't know it, or if I did it on purpose, let me tell you why I did it. Them the only things that can happen. So, like when people get upset at me, and I don't know why, it don't bother me because it's like that's their emotion, and they're choosing to be in that emotion, and it ain't nothing I can do to get them out that emotion. So unless they tell me, and they're not willing to tell me, so sometimes people just want to be mad, um, and I can't do nothing about that. And J Rec, what's up? It's not the fact. It's not the fact that I avoid other people's conflict. Is understanding if I can help resolve the conflict, I'm more than willing to help resolve. But when you look, I can look at things sometimes and tell if it's even an opportunity for it to get resolved. Some people do things because they want the conflict. You can't resolve something if someone is looking for the conflict. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it happens organically just because people have different views or opinions, but sometimes people initiate it. And when a person initiates conflict, it ain't no resolving that. That's what they want to do. They want a problem. They want to have that. So why even get involved into that? You know, only thing I can tell you, like, hey, they doing that shit on purpose. It's nothing because some people, you know, you ever had a minor incident with somebody and you said sorry like 4 or 5 times and they was just still angry and mad? That's because they wanted that shit to happen. Now they looking for an excuse for it to happen, and you gave it to them. And no matter how much you apologize or try to fix the situation, it's not gonna work. Nate, that's you. Okay.
Yeah, what the hell kind of question was that? I should ask you that you next time you come up here, right?
No, I was just double checking because you be having them because that's how they got me with Craig, but you be having those that dude get that fake page you and he be on your page. So I had to make sure that was you. And it's the same icon.
Nah,
So I
this icon don't change. If you see any other different icon that I didn't change, that's usually coming from a ball hugger. Excuse me for saying it like that.
Usually, when people want conflict, it's something within them, and it's not you exactly. So that's why I try to avoid it. Um, you see what I'm saying? So that makes sense, J. Rec. Like most of the time, when especially like when you know you ain't did something and it's something minor or little, people they just looking for things to attack you on and waiting to snap, waiting to blow up, and you just was in the wrong place at the wrong time and they used you. That's what happens a lot of times. So those people, I just go let them play what they saw.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
I'm I'm proud of you, bro.
About what?
That you didn't give a eulogy. I'm proud of you.
I didn't need to give a eulogy, bro, because I just the last time she was on that panel, she knew what it was, and I literally sat down in front of Miss April and everybody. Like, you gotta let people get their view. I let you talk. When you try to over talk, I shut that down because I don't do that with nobody. I don't go on nobody else's panel and try to over talk and try to force an opinion or a view on somebody. That's your personal view and opinion. I done seen her do it with you and a few other people. Don't make no damn sense. You can't sit here and play victim either. That shit need to stop. People don't know how to come to the fucking table and have a logical conversation. There's always got to be a personal view, a political view, a so. No, think logics. Wasn't that what was going on back then? Logics. Let me know when I said something wrong. I don't need to give no eulogies because I prove my point every day. I'm having logical conversations. My brain works just like everybody else's brain works, but I don't let certain things take over my whole fucking demeanor, and I don't let it take over my judgment. If I felt you did something wrong and I know it's wrong, what you want somebody to do? Act on it. Gave you enough time and respect. Now you have to have some respect. That's just it.
And realize that's why I said I'm proud of her.
Nah, because I don't got time. Listen, because I'm serious about that. I don't go back and forth. Even with women out here, I don't go back. I never really went back and forth with women. I don't do all of that. I'm gonna speak logical. You don't like what I said, you don't have to like it. You don't have to be here neither. I don't got time for that. I'm a whole grown man at the end of the day. And besides, I'm too petty high to be worried about somebody's feelings. You can't sit here and play victim all the damn time, and then now you want to go on your panel and talk shit. You should have talked all that shit on your panel in the first place. Now, how about that one?
Yeah, that's what I think T told her last time. Like, you got a page, you should, and that's what happens. I mean, like everybody got the opportunity. Anybody that type in the chat or anything, they got the opportunity to create a page and talk to they might. Um, so it's always crazy. I understand like your panel or your page might be bigger, but it's still always crazy how people come on other people's panels and just try to run the show. And it's like,
Man.
um, I couldn't imagine you'd be one of the people waking up outside my front door if you came in my house like that. I'm serious, man. You'll be waking up outside of the front, or maybe nah, you ain't gonna be in the back. I'm gonna drag you right out the front door after I knock you out. Like you just walk in my house, putting your feet on my couch. Like I'm not even gonna say nothing to you.
That's
You just gonna be. I mean, so people don't understand the quorum. People have no morals and values no more. They just come on being disrespectful. No home training. let's teach decorum. Let's make decorum great again. Start teaching people how you do it though. I appreciate that because if people come in your chat and don't say hello to you, you give it to them.
nah, because I'm a respectable person, bro. Like if I say what up, if I say blessings, if I say anything, it's just a respect, man. Now, if I don't say nothing to you, it's probably because I either already that had an interaction with you, and I know I'm gonna go off, or the proverbial, I ain't got time for it. I don't do sometimes it. I don't do fake, phony, no nothing. And don't get mad because I'm just who I am. You can't accept it. You don't like it. Don't be around it. I'm bringing a stern message with logic. I'm not thinking about emotions right now. If I want to think with emotions, I won't be here to tell nobody nothing. Because emotional people do emotional things. And where that always ends them at? In the hot seat.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let that go over nobody's head neither.
Absolutely impossible for Charles not to be in the bunch with a topic like that. What's the topic? What does he talk about?
Nah, I
I'm
guess he
lost.
was talking about earlier. I guess he was talking about earlier. But again, it was just a general conversation. I don't know where that thing went left, but all in all, I'm not doing that with
What
nobody.
was the topic?
No, it wasn't no topic. It was just a Sunday chill out. But you know what I was doing? You know, I'm still going to
Uh,
implement certain things, especially about earlier this morning with that dumb shit. Like I said, people to even fix your mouth with to say something like that. That shit shouldn't be fucking accepted, tolerated anyway, even outside. And some people ain't even that fucking stupid to say it outside because they know what the consequences is. Again, a person that says fuck the youth is basically putting themselves on a certain curse. Why? Because it could be that same youth that helped you in a dire situation, or it could be that same youth that put you out in a situation. You got to be the one to pick that up. Choose wisely.
but see, real is that's I feel like that I really um like just the I guess the circle I'm in, the crowd I'm in, um is we can talk about anything and have conversations. When people say you can't talk about certain things because I know right then and there I can't talk to people like that. I'm not used to it. I'm accustomed to having conversations with adults. So there's a lot like having a conversation with um, three doctors, right, about slavery.
Uh,
You, that's not an uncomfortable conversation. Three white doctors, and I educated a lot of them. They said, listen, gave me questions, asked questions. We had
uh,
good conversations, and they learned a lot. And guess what? They went back and taught, and they corrected. And then I seen a change too, um, a change in understanding because people don't know what they don't know, and being able to sit down and have those conversations without injecting a lot of emotions in it, I can say I changed the heart or two, you know. Uh,
yeah,
but
that's the thing, though.
oh my bad, go ahead.
No, you good. I'm just saying that's the thing, though. Like every look, prime example. You was in the chat earlier this morning. Well, yeah, you was in the chat earlier this morning when we was doing that. Look how many people. Look, I had Papa Will up there. I had Young Riaz up there. Shout outs to all. I had Hammer Nation up there. Look how many conversations got had on that panel. I had Shay Love up there and Ken. I hope I said his name right. Yeah, Ken Reptile. Nobody, not one time, even when we were speaking about certain, nobody, not one time, got emotional, disagreed about anything, overtalked anybody. Everybody had their fair share of time. That's all it's about. Again, it's not about one person. You can't sit here if you feel that way. Go on your platform and do that. I'm all for the respect. You don't respect mine, I don't respect yours. You gotta go.
And I'll be honest too. Just an observation, not no medical. I mean, no medical opinion, but just for the different encounters that I experienced, there's a lot of insecurities there, and she take it out on other people. Even the way, like how we told her, like let other people talk, and she told you so many times she want her voice to be heard, even though she got her own platform. She go on other people's because there's more people that are listening. So when she had that opportunity, that's why she had them long wins like she do. Um, and she told us why. Is just we want I listen, but that's why I'm like, okay, this is not gonna work. And I try to explain it to her multiple ways, and multiple people did. The true facts, different people's, explaining like
Yeah,
that, So, but that's an insecurity because you can tell just portions in her life people didn't listen to her.
but that don't necessarily reflect. That shouldn't have to reflect on the people that's sitting here right now. Even if the people wasn't listening to you, guess what? I gave you multiple opportunities. You done came up on that platform more than once, but again, it's no over talking after a while. Let somebody interject if it's something that was said.
Oh,
Same way you want to interject every time somebody was starting to listen. I've been paying attention everywhere. I'm the original shadow hugger on YouTube. Let me just say it like that. I've been aware of certain things, and again, I'm calculated. I'm peeping a lot of things. But the one thing I have not done up here or anybody else's platform is try to overrun or overthink anything, even when I feel I got to get this point across. And I just like to get straight to the point sometimes. I don't think with emotions. I'm thinking with logic. And I'm all for the respect and all of that. Listen, I'm all for the respect because I respect all the women, whether they're young, old, whatever. That's not the issue. It's just logics when it comes to what was already said.
and this the thing too. Like that's just the insecurity of her, and I don't even know if she's aware of it. But if she don't try to fix it, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a cycle. That's why it's happening. I'm telling you, that's one of the reasons why it's happening. And if she's not aware of it, then she can't fix it. If she can't fix it, then it's just gonna keep happening. There's a pattern. There's a cycle. That's why I always say self accountability and reflection is important because when you see things like that in yourself, if you don't fix them, it becomes a problem to other people. This is part of what I'm talking about. The spirit, the seeds. Not only do you got to deal with what you harvest or what you plant inside yourself, you got to deal with when you interact with people. You got to deal with the shit they implanted in them too.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, bro. Listen, that's the thing, though. But again, you talking to somebody that live in real time. So at the end of the day, it's not gonna be too much far fetched things I'm gonna tell you. And again, you see how most of the people, again, I had people in here this morning that, again, know me personally in the hood almost every day and tell you the same thing. I'm not going to be on that emotional tip when it comes to a logical conversation. Because if it's going towards something constructive or some sort of building, we need that. And I don't sit here and try to scream, talk, do anything as far as trying to, no, I don't force nothing on nobody. You're more than welcome to have your free ideas to a degree, but it's still a respect boundary. And if you're not going to check yourself on certain things, then like you just said, it's always going to be a problem. How can you build when you're going to always have an argument with somebody over something? So that's just like if you running the business, bro. That's like when we run the business, we arguing over the financials. Yo, bro, you spending too much, bro. I ain't spending enough. Like, come on, like that's going to be a
Hey,
problem.
hey, J. Rick. Somebody changed my mind by screaming. I never deal with their ass again. Block. Somebody changed my mind. they made they made me uh not they made me change my mind and put their ass on the block list. Like all that screaming and yelling, like bro, that's crazy. Man. That's too much energy burnt. But yeah, I feel you though. You're right. Ain't nobody. You don't change people's minds like that. Ain't like the second, third time. That's the fourth time I'm counting really.
Yeah, I just see. I'm calculating because at some points I'm going to know what I'm going to be doing as a leader. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm trying to lead my people beyond whatever I need to lead them to. And again, my people are it does not matter. I've been saying this forever. It does not matter. I'm not talking about anything else outside of a logical conversation and build that's beneficial for everybody that need it. And right now, who need it more? Do we need it or do the youth need it? I'll wait.
And space, you absolutely right. We all have stuff we need to work on. Um, Unfortunately, it's people who not aware of that. Who think things are the way they are because they are. And they don't realize that they can fix those. And a lot of times, like especially on this internet, unfortunately, when you interact with people, you also have to interact with their insecurities, and that happens a lot. That people project their insecurities onto other people. The things that's wrong with them comes out on the surface, and that's what you're interacting with is people's insecurity. Unfortunately, but it's way like I said, we can avoid that. People who are unwilling to do self reflection or take self accountability. You have to. Me personally, I just try to avoid them. Not saying nothing wrong with them. It's just right now there's probably in their time that they feel like it's right to fix themselves. So that's them. I'm not go if I can't help them, I try not to hurt them neither. You know, but I do want to make other people aware. People do exist like that, and you can identify it. And if you're able to identify it, then you can choose to engage, or now you're aware of it, you can choose to avoid it.
See, I could choose to give a eulogy tomorrow, but I'm not. I could choose to be extremely petty, but I'm not. Because again, I've not said nothing not the ordinary I shouldn't have to say. And when I say on certain things and I mean it, you gotta respect it. And this was something that's always been implemented. I'm gonna show the utmost level of respect because I go by character more than anything. But the minute I feel is some sort of shadiness, the minute I feel like you trying to do something out the ordinary, even if I do let it fucking fly for a little bit, your ass is grass. Sorry. Been that way. I don't mess around with that because that again another reason why there's division because you're not trying to fix your little insecurities. If you can't,
Dre,
if you
what's up,
can't,
bro? My bad. My bad.
who that was Andre? Oh shit, what's going on, bro? Yeah, go on. I'm just saying, bro. Like you can't be. Like, come on, bro. You can't sit here and we just had this conversation weeks ago, and then you try to even you doing the same thing like you did to everybody else. Like at some point, you gonna have to fix it or don't even come on it. Because at some point, the people gonna see themselves. Like, yeah, it's not nobody else, it's you. They're gonna see it for themselves. That's why I tell people keep proving yourself wrong every damn day when it comes to me. And I'm gonna prove to people right what I've been saying. I know how to deal with a little bit of everything, but I'm not gonna tolerate just disrespect, and especially on the panel. You want to come, you want to have a conversation, you want to build, even if it's just cutting up. I don't care what it is. You good. But there ain't gonna be no over talking over somebody. And if I don't let you talk long enough, even after I done gave you the time, you had enough time to get something across. Let somebody else interject. Let somebody else get something across. Now I can see if it's a time delay or whatever, because sometimes it happens because me and D Truth went through that. That's what I'm saying. D Truth will tell you how I am. I'm not a fucked up individual. You see what he just said earlier. My little brother, man. Like seriously, like I'm really just on it like that. Been Wyatt. I just don't tolerate nothing. And that's even with the people that I fuck with for real. You think I'm gonna allow somebody to say or do anything or even disrespect? No. I'm gonna check it when I need to check it.
Yeah, I mean, he was respectful. I mean, she didn't say anything to me, so I love her. She went and made a video. It is what it is. She
I'm
got
not
all
said I already knew it, bro. Listen, I already knew it. I said as soon as that happens, I already know what it was gonna be. That's what you want. I'm not giving you that because you just proved me right. Like I was talking about earlier. Sometimes some people just you want to be so involved in the conversation, but then in the same tokens, look how you doing it. I don't got to make a video about you tomorrow, next week, none of that, because it's not that important. And
Nah,
honestly, the conversation wasn't even going there in the first place. We was talking about in general how people was trying to say fuck the youth, especially on here. We didn't talk about nothing else until you brought it up.
yeah,
So
that's what.
again,
My bad. Go ahead.
no, I said I know how to deal with people. I know how to let y'all have y'all conversations and get certain things across. But then again, we wasn't going there. But you try to make it adamant, and once you sat there and try to make it say, what did you just say? Every man is homophobic. Is anybody afraid of them? No, it's not about being afraid. It's just about having a respect boundary. And again, we wasn't even going there on that topic. I was just talking about how the youth need a chance in general, and it needs to start back going back to where it was before. Nothing like I ain't been saying.
Yeah,
Get
man,
out there emotions.
that was crazy, bro. I'm like, well, how did you? And I'm like, maybe if you say, like, people don't understand. Like, okay, so if I'm just talking about my life experience, right,
Mm,
what I experienced in my life, you should not say everyone or all. Don't include all black people or all men. Um,
yeah.
like if I say, like, this is what people don't understand. Okay, so even from my own personal experience, right? I
Mm,
didn't have success in dating black women, but it was not all black women that I dated. Maybe it
mm,
was me selecting the wrong people. It's not the woman's fault. Maybe it's mine. Maybe I didn't select the right women. So for me to say all black women are X, Y, and Z because my experience with the women that I chose didn't go correctly is ignorant. So people should say, in my experience, the people I know, I think that'll make conversations go a lot further because a lot of times people want to equate their experience and group everybody with it. Oh, because I got dogged out by a black woman, now all black women are dog. No, it don't work like that. Maybe it's just you selecting the wrong type of people.
exactly. That's all that is. And it's all about choice at the end of the day. That's where I was going as far as even when the conversation was going, wherever it was going. I was mostly just up there. I dropped the link because I mostly said I know, especially some of them was in the chat earlier, so they probably was going to pop up. I was sitting here mostly on a level like that, just having a regular conversation with the people, man. It didn't matter who popped up. Look how many times I had so many different people come up from different, again, backgrounds, different aspects, different spectrums. Should it matter? Mostly everybody had a genuine conversation. No arguments. That's what I try to keep there. We're not gonna do the being rude stuff. That's it. Am I supposed to cut you off in traffic? No, because that could possibly harm you or kill you. Am I supposed to cut you off when you getting the point across? No. Do I give you the time to try to get it across? Yes. If it's something that I need to interject in, should I interject? Yes. That's how I feel. Everything else, I don't got time for that, man. Like, look, you building.
And see, that's what's going back to the topic. I'm laughing because it's true, bro. You not only got to deal with with the demons inside you, you got to deal with other people's. And a lot of those come from insecurity. I mean, that's one of the biggest things you have to deal with is other people's insecurity, bro. And it's so hard to communicate with some people because they feel that you trying to pose your opinion or your thoughts onto them when you just simply having a conversation. You know, like I tell, like I'm not even gonna talk about that, but um, I'm trying to give you an example without giving an example. But
Uh,
you know what I'm talking about. Just like
it
even
don't
when you're
even,
talking about information, right? We can be talking about history, and somebody
mm,
can know something, but I can know a little more. And just because I'm being more detailed, now they think I'm trying to be better or I'm trying to be smart. Like, no, I just know more information. But that's your insecurity because you aren't well informed. Instead of just learning, now you feeling some type of way because I know the information. I've dealt with that numerous times about different things. And it's not the fact that I'm trying to be better, it's just I know something you don't.
oh, so you think you better than me because you know that book about that book you just sent me on the Discord? You think you know better than me? Nah, I gotta
Oh,
read
hold
that shit.
on. Yeah, hold on. I'm about to show you. Hold on. Let me. It's the paperback volume. Hold on. I got that book in. Oh, let me grab it.
See, look, that's a joke right there. Some people would think I'm trying to come at you. You know, it ain't even the case. You know, it's all about building, though. And I ain't saying nothing wrong. Everybody could come together and build. Just got to eliminate certain emotions, especially when it's coming to sensitive topics. But the most main ones should be the important ones. Oh, shoot. New backdrop, son. See the little moon backdrop?
Oh, it
Yeah.
won't. Hold on. I got to eliminate this thing. I got to eliminate the background.
Nah, you told me you got the hard copy. You told me you got the hard book copy. Because I remember
The
you sending it
paperback.
on the Discord. Yeah.
Yeah, the paperback. The
Oh, but that's
hard
what I'm
book.
saying.
The
Oh, go
hard
ahead.
book was like 125. My bad. I ain't got my headphones on.
No, you good.
Let's see. This might work. You still can't see it.
No, I see it.
Yeah.
That's what's up, though.
Oh,
Nah, it's
yeah.
not about nothing. It's not really about nothing because, again, you're going to have people that's going to hit you with intellectual knowledge. You're going to have people that's going to hit you with street knowledge. You're going to have people that hit you with both. That's what makes everybody so different and unique. I can hit you with both. I'm not just street smart. I'm book smart as well too. I might not have read some good books as of recently, but then the way they trying to mess with certain things, I'm scared to read them now. Sorry.
Yeah. No,
even
yeah.
down to even down to a comic book, you messing up my favorite characters, man. But
But
all in
see,
all, nah, it's good though.
but even what you was just saying, like they don't tamper with some of the books, and that even when I was talking about planting them the mental seeds, you got to
Yeah.
make sure the information you're reading is the right information because you can be planting all these seeds with false information, and then when you go talk to someone or you harvest them and you try to share the information because you got inadequate information, that's where a lot of the debates start. And then you get all in your emotions because you just spent all this time studying the wrong damn thing. And instead of just admitting that, you want to argue. You know? That
Yeah.
happened a lot too.
I don't got no time for that. I don't have time for the arguments. Because again, I could waste my energy on something else better. And honestly, again, I always do certain things calculated. Don't worry. I'm
And
aggressively petty. I know.
and that's another thing too. People discount, like you said, street smarts or intelligence. I call it life experience. Some people who don't have all the intellectual information, but guess what? Their life experience, they can write
Mm,
their own book. Just the things they've been through, overcame, and accomplished in life. They can write their own book. So the people experiences sometimes are more valuable than what you can find in a book. That's why I always tell people, like, what up, RZA? I always tell people to talk to these older people, because once they gone, that's like a library burning up.
nah, bro, I've been hip to that. I'm not even talking about this internet shit. I'm talking about in general. I always listened to the elders and I've always paid attention to where we was at, the youth, the teens. I paid attention to that. And I paid attention to the people that was up under us. It was people that was up under me. Some of my peoples wasn't the most savoriest, but we still had boundaries that we wasn't crossing. We wasn't talking about dead relatives. We wasn't trying to cause no confusion. And we definitely wasn't just gonna let certain things happen. If you did something that was out of the pocket, we was on your neck because you deserved it. That's just how we was wired. I'm different. Where I'm from in Brooklyn, we are different out here. We was really a knit community. We still somewhat a knit community. It's all in all. You see this going on everywhere. Everybody's accepting shit. We need to be thinking about logics and trying to like really come across some building them, like bring back the stuff that's adamant. That's where I was mostly getting ready to go tonight again anyway. That other conversation just came out of nowhere. Hence why I said some people just can't come to the table and have a logical conversation. I'm all for the logicals in the buildings. Again, look at this. Look what happened afterwards. Yeah, it went back to what you said a couple weeks ago. I paid attention, but I've been paying attention to that. That ain't nothing out of me. But again, I don't cause confusion or division. It is what it is.
Hey, Blind Space is called the testimony of truth. Um, it's called a testimony of truth.
Riaz, what's going on, bro? Yeah, he was up on the panel earlier. Yeah, he was up on the panel earlier with me and Papa Will. And even he spoke a little bit of gems. See, I let everybody get their points across. And again, everybody had a conversation. Look at Hammer Nation. You know, we all have a conversation. I let everybody talk and get whatever across. But when I feel you over talking, hold on. Let somebody else interject and say something. Especially if somebody popping up on the panel. That's just the respect level right there.
Kalani in the building?
Yeah, he been in the building shadow hugging.
Oh, 7 shadow hugging. Yeah. But yeah.
What you thought? Wait, you thought I was gonna give a eulogy, bro? You thought I was gonna give you a eulogy? Nah.
I was hoping. I knew you wasn't. That's why I put that in there. I figured if I said something, then he won't do it. But if I don't say something, then he might do it. That's why I said I'm proud of your growth, man. I mean, this was a couple months ago. It would have been Burger King flame broiled.
Nah, but see, this the thing again. It's not about me at the end of the day. Y'all making it personal when it's not even personal. But if I got to do what I got to do, especially if you said or did something foul against me, the hell, I'm not, man. Listen, I don't hold my mouth for nobody. When I'm ready for you, I'm ready for you. You will get these proverbial hands without me having to give you the physical ones. So I don't even care about that. That emotion shit is out the window. They'll come and go. But logic will always remain. Logic. And I ain't saying nothing illogical yet. Nothing that should not resonate, because if it wasn't resonating, you wouldn't be here. So obviously I said something right. But don't come over here and try to overthrow or do anything else. We don't do those. Look at my face. Look at my face. We don't do those. I give all the respect where it's due, but don't get it twisted. You got to have some respect as well, too. It ain't about growth with me, bro, because I don't do this in real time. I don't disrespect nobody. Man, listen, that would be like me disrespecting anybody that I really fuck with out here, they parents. I'm not doing that shit. We too close-knit for that shit.
Buying Space, did you go look it up? You see what it is? It's just a different read. I got a couple of the other Gnostic texts. This was one that I was missing, so I wanted to add this to the collection. But like even information, you have to decipher it and look at it for what it is. That's why I say even those mental seeds, you got to carefully, anything that you read, you got to have the understanding of what you're reading. So that's why I said I can read anything and extract the information that's beneficial for me to use and throw away the rest. I ain't got to put too much into it. So yeah, I read anything with information that has the potential to help my existence. I say it like that.
Yeah. Dude, sometimes just good to get out and see. Like, my scalp hurt. But everything else was good money today. It still was a blessing. And it showed another lesson, especially to the people. Should I say it now or later? Should I say it now or later? Oh, I think I should say it now. I didn't say I wasn't going to be petty. I'm going to be petty today. It goes to show what I've been saying. It doesn't matter what topics are being brought up. if you're not going to be able to really sit down and come to the table, and I'm talking about men and women, because you got some men that get emotional too. I don't have time for that. If you can't come with a logical conversation, if you can't show the respect on the panel or whatever else, you got to go. Bye bye. Like I've been wide like that. That's like me. Nah, you done disrespected to a degree, even when it comes to family. Nah, you gotta go. I don't care, but you know I'm gonna go. But I ain't gonna do none of that extra shit because I ain't got time for that. Again, that goes nowhere. Even when it came down to that dumbass troll this morning, you said fuck the youth, but you failed to realize you was a youth at one point, dumbass. You gotta think logical when you start speaking. Think before you do, and think before you speak. Poetry fingers.
Oh, hold on. Somebody already got him out.
Well, you had a troll in here already?
Is they? I thought. Okay, hold on. Here we go. We got something for courtesy of Fraud Alert.
Madness. This is Sparta!
Hustle hard, stack paper, it's alright. Y'all haters, it's nothing. We major, you see me. High hater, high hater, high hater. You see me, high hater.
But you see what I said though, right? Stop ball hugging. Stop following me. Stop ball hugging. Nobody cared about you neither. That's why you got the time to worry about me wherever I go. And no disrespect. No disrespect to you neither. But your mama raised a degenerate. Stop worrying about the next man. Worry about a woman or something like that. Get off my nuts. Hold that.
Tay Eats. I know y'all heard about Tay Eats. What up, sis?
When you can stop smoking rocks, then you can say something logical to me. Oh shit. See, I don't be paying that no mind. I got no choice but to laugh.
You like that realism? He looked him right in the face. As many gems, I know there's so many. If I was good at this, Leticia, I don't even know how to get it on the wide screen, but I'm putting a little work in. I'm doing a little something. But yeah, I'll wait till I chop up that mind your business. Just mind your business.
There's too many fraudulent people
No
on here.
disrespect the word I said bully. Bully, you back, bro? Hold on, bro, but you disrespected my man. Disrespect.
I don't care now. If they got something to say, come say it. I'm full of smoke tonight.
I said bully. Would you like to elaborate? Let me ask you this, since Brother Nate said he don't mind. What is your problem with Nate?
Tell him stop smoking rocks. Straight up.
I don't understand your problem. The man does nothing but come on here, speak about awareness. He have fun and he joke around and stuff, but ultimately he ain't disturbing people. It's people on here actually doing like cyberbullying. Do you go bother them, or is it just Nate?
I wouldn't care. I'm not. Listen, I like that shit because I punch bullies in the face. You forgot about that. But it didn't go over anybody's head from what I've been saying. You are on my nuts every day. So I won this battle. How about you stop smoking rocks, go get detoxed before you get left in the fucking Alpine box with red dots like you caught chicken pox? Point blank and simple. I will pop your fucking head like a pus pimple. Don't come in here with that fraudulent shit.
This
Go
is
back in
crazy.
your corner, you fraudulent bitch. What's wrong with you? You would get these bars too. Like, what are you talking about? I'm a whole different breed, bro. I got everything ready for you. Let's do this today. Other than that, you ain't saying nothing. And again, you proving to people like I've been proving to the people. You got people that just love you so much and refuse to just go on about their separate ways. Stop being in your emotions and start thinking logical. Think about what's really going on at hand. Again, you think the youth don't deserve a chance?
Well, they gone. They gone. They gone. They hit the pit,
No
bro.
man, they smoke rock.
I'll put them in the pit. They here, bro. They here.
Madness. This is Sparta! Hustle hard, stack paper, it's alright. Y'all haters, it's nothing. We major, you see me. High hater, high hater, high hater. You see me, high hater.
What up, though? Hello. Appreciate you coming through. Apologize for that. We had a brother disrespect the brother, so we had to kick him in the pits.
And you see what happened. He got hit with some raw spit.
Oh man.
I'll give these niggas nothing but balls on the daily. That goes to show you they've been nut hugging daily. Fuck out of here. Tell them niggas to get up out that basement.
And if you watching, I just want you to understand this. You came in, insulting someone on a panel. We talk about respect. If you got feelings about Nate, you got a channel. Go express them on the channel. But if you come in the chat, just add to the topic, and you're more than welcome to stay. But when you come in attacking people for no reason, then you got to go to the pit.
Nah, you attack me, I attack you back. But guess what? You ain't gonna be able to play victim, Black. Don't play with me, motherfucker. Drive turkey ass sucker.
You got him in bar mode. This is bar petty.
Unintelligent and equivalent motherfuckers. You think I'm supposed to be ducking any one of you motherfuckers? Go get a life. Go get a job. Go get you a girlfriend. Fuck out of here.
I like buying space. Buying space, that's what I'm gonna call you my Zen brother or sister. I don't know if you, no disrespect. I don't know if you male or female. I haven't looked at the avatar picture. But
buying space, no, that's it.
I'm gonna call Zen twin. You stay with me. We'll be the peace and harmony. We'll be the preachers of the group. We'll be the I need help. Because everybody else, they be getting at them. I be trying to be like, well, can't we all just get along and hug a tree somewhere? But you can't do that all the time. I'm aware of it.
Not with these ropes, not with these rock smokers, not with these practical jokers. Fuck out of here.
But no, I'm just being passive petty. I ain't hugging no tree. I like pushing that. I like.
Damn well you gonna hug the tree. Damn well you gonna hug the tree.
I smoke a tree. I ain't hugging it. I hug it between my fingers. I'm just playing. But but no, but even you planting. We gotta plant seeds. Even like building this safe space where people can come and have conversation. Is planting the seeds of what is tolerated or tolerable and what is not. And disrespect is not one of them. You can have your difference of opinion, just be respectful, And if you got a quarrel with somebody, if you truly want to resolve it, let's resolve it. We can resolve problems, but both parties have to be in agreement that we're interacting to find a solution, and not to just bite somebody's head off. I think when you have differences, you should be able to sit down and talk about it.
Yeah, but again, they smoke rocks. So I don't honestly care. I don't want to have no conversations. I just want to let you know that right now. You proving my point every day. And you proving a lot of people's points every day. Outside of this, you have nothing to offer. You can't offer a conversation. If you think it's that easy to offer a conversation, please think so. Please say so.
That's what's up, Miru. Hey, if you sub to the channel, we'll put your link in the thing. Don't mind supporting, bro. Just make sure you hit all the other links too and support. But yeah, we'll drop your link in the chat. We ain't got no problem. Why don't I see? Oh,
Don't get me in bar mode. Because I'm going to leave you with a bar code.
Yeah, you got subs. You good, bro. Talk about please join you. I need some of your people.
I ain't messing with you. I ain't messing with you.
Hey, can I get a sub or two? I'm gonna drop your link in my chat. Can you drop my link on your chat too, bro? Yeah, help a brother out. Yeah, we do that. We help each other. Look out for the word. Help me spread the word. Go tell somebody to tell somebody.
You being optimistically petty.
Right. Tomorrow I might have 5 missing subs. I'm joking, man. We joking. So what was the answer to the question, Neffy? I don't think they can answer it. I don't think.
And mama, don't worry. You raised a gangster.
Hey, I was about to use that. I was about to use that too. That's just hard, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, listen, I can do nothing. I'm not going to take nothing personal. And you honestly got to say something for me to laugh.
Yeah.
The fact that you loving on men, that's funny to me. Go love yourself. Go fix yourself. And go be yourself. That's it.
You know what though, bro? That's why I don't really talk about or try to. That's why I don't have a desire to talk about other people, because a lot of the flaws I see in other people is either things I see inside myself or things that I fixed. So instead of focusing on other people, I use that time to make myself better or fix the things that I want to fix or add things. I just utilize the time that people spend going at other people. They can be using that on themselves. That's just how I look at it, bro.
Yeah, I've been saying that. They're like, it's a self-hatred and it's a self-insecurity. Again, be a leader, not a follower. Even grown-ups got to understand that. Be a leader, not a follower. But I forgot. In the land where some of these people smoke rocks, they ain't gonna never get back on their time clocks. Damn. Let me stop. Before I fry these motherfuckers like a proverbial pork chop. Bars, poetry fingers.
I don't know why this is so funny to me. Buying space, I ain't talking to you no more. With me, it depends on the tree. I don't like naughty puns.
I ain't messing with.
Why is that so funny?
You can't smoke no naughty pines. You can't. I'm about to say those you can't smoke, man. Listen, you gotta take, man. That's like grabber. You can use it for grabber. Like, that's just me using that shit. Oh man. Oh, see, this is just people overall. Some people are mad because you're gonna be yourself. It is what it is. Can't like them.
Oh my bad, Mary. That you cool, bro? That's what's up. That's what we do. We believe in support. It's free, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's free to hit the like button, subscribe, watch a video or two. You never know. You might learn something new from anybody. So, yeah, cool peeps, man. As long as you come through, support, show love, we show love back. That's how it's supposed to be. It should be. People just weird nowadays, man. So many weird people, bro.
In the land of rock smokers, I won't get mad with practical jokers. Eh, I can only laugh at him.
Oh, dude, Dre got a hold on, man. Y'all go check out my boy Dre too.
Yeah, Dre,
Dre,
good people.
yeah, Dre good people. And like I said, especially when it come to combat sport, y'all better holler at Dre. That man know what he talking about.
Man, that's what I'm saying. I'm all about the love and support, but I'm going to continue to be me regardless. But the minute you cross me, I don't know. I'm not doing no eulogies no more. I just said that earlier. It's just going to be straight burial plots.
Hey, y'all check out Buying Space too. They almost at like he close to his
Yeah, I'm sub to. Yeah, I'm sub to. Um, I don't know about the.
definitely
I
check
don't know
it out.
about the Miru, but I'll check it again. I just laugh at shit though. I seen that same damn troll page everywhere. The only fraud is you.
Oh, bro. I seen the numbers jump. I hope I ain't about to get invaded because I blocked out that one. I don't care. It would be fun. But yeah, but even mental seeds, like even the way you interact with people, like um when we had conversations, we constantly planting mental seeds in one another. But what are the seeds we planting? Are you telling people about your boundaries? I think that's important. Because if you're interacting with someone and they want the interaction to go well, if you understand people boundaries, you just make the interaction more desirable by not, crossing them damn boundaries. Um, it's easy. If you have no malice intent in the interaction with a person, it shouldn't be a problem understanding the person's boundaries and respecting it.
When you don't respect the proverbial boundaries, at some point, certain things might get implemented. And why would we want to go down that route when all that energy could be wasted as far as doing something better? Yeah, we're going to be wasted as far as energy because we're going to be tired. We work hard. That's the most important thing about it. We work hard. What are you working hard to do besides sit on your ass and run around the internet? Nothing. And in the proverbial words of that young man, and mama, don't worry, you raised a gangster. I'm a
But see, even those mental seeds, um, this is what I tell people: the youth, they look up at us, and they learn from what we do. So, are we being the right influences? Are we being the right role models? Uh, because those are planting our actions are implanting mental seeds in people watching us, the younger people. So we got to be careful with that too. Um, that's why I say these subjects. There's so many different routes and angles we can talk about them on, but the mental seeds that we plant are not just inside ourselves; is inside other people too. Especially when we talk about the youth, they watch what we do. They learn from the things that we do. So are we setting those right examples for them to learn from?
Hey, be doing too damn much. Tell them to stop smoking, rock. Just it's. I'm gonna stay with that. Matter of fact, when like I said earlier, when I start really getting the addresses, I'm gonna send y'all an official. When I start doing merchandise, I'll send y'all official T-shirt. Since you want to be a part of the team so badly without saying it. But then again, I don't want you to be a part of the team. You can't respect anything I've been saying from Jump Street. You go kick rocks. Go jump off a pier, jump off a boat, drown yourself there. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. Because I show the utmost love and respect. But I'm not tolerating none either. Society. Oh, yo, word. I got a double dose, bro.
You said
I
you
got
got a
a
double dose.
yeah. I got some motherfucking weed soda. Shoot. Yeah,
You got some soda?
yeah. I got the infused soda.
Oh man. I had the juice. I had the soda one time. Where was that? I think I was in Pennsylvania.
Mm.
I had the soda one time, but I usually get like the juice, the Kool-Aid. But yeah, that soda, that hit different.
Yeah, especially when it's the right flavor. Yeah, and it's already doing something good. What I'm smoking. Yeah. Do you really want to go this route? No. No, no. Oh man.
Is that kick 'em or smoke 'em? What are you talking about, Rilla? Or both? I don't know what Rilla's talking
No, from what I said earlier, tell them stop smoking rocks.
about.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna send you a T-shirt. Like I'm gonna send you a T-shirt when they start coming out. They go
Oh.
back. Wait, what? Yeah, because that's what I think about you, and I'm gonna continue to think that about you. Your views and opinions on me really mean nothing when you proven to the world with logical facts what I've been saying. You hate to love me, you love to hate me, but you're gonna have to respect me one way or another. And I don't want to be the one knocking at your front door. I definitely don't want to be the one doing that. And I would never go that route because again, I would never take nothing personal. But if you can't come to me with a logical conversation, we have nothing to talk about. Go sit in the far corner of the class. Matter of fact, go sit in the darkest corner of the class. Think about your punishment. Think about your life, reevaluate it, and go back to it.
Oh, Miriam, what language do you speak? That's interesting. Um,
I thought I seen them in your chat earlier when you was doing the interview. Shout out to Viral.
yeah, shout out to Miss V. Yeah, I just is a comment up there. It said they probably using a translator to type. Um, so the words we are saying they probably don't understand, uh, but they
Oh,
probably
okay.
using a translator to type. And I don't think I got the option because I'm not monetized to use a different translator. Um, or you're though? I don't
Yeah, I
know.
mean,
I don't know. Yurdu. Is that how you say it, Rizza? Yurdu? Yeah, so they only gonna understand what we type because I think they're using the translator. But appreciate you coming through, and you're always welcome to stay and type. And apologies. It kind of sucks you don't know what we saying, but we ain't go. I ain't gonna let nobody say nothing negative about you. So you always welcome in here. So
right.
so everyone, just understand that Miru, well, there's only people on the panel. People in the chat, I mean, they can understand because they're using a translator. But we just had the people on the panel just be aware that they speak another language and just be respectful. Because we just good people like that. Uh, yeah, we good people like that. Won't go
Look,
out
he
the way.
going you gonna tell him to be respectful. I always tell people be respectful, but I take it a step further. You don't respect, I'll be the one in your neck.
27. Hey, I want to get you up here one day. We're gonna talk about some spiritual stuff. 27, because I like how you was speaking on the sleep paralysis and the demon. I think that'd be dope. Yeah, I think that'd be dope. So Rizza, you speak both languages. You do. You prefer to speak. So is that a Pakistani language? Is that is that a Arabic language? I've heard of it. I just don't know the tone. Like I can
Yeah,
speak a little Assyrian, a little Chaldean, but I can't speak Urdu or Urdu. I forgot how to say it. Oh, for sure. It's Pakistani. That's what I thought. Um, yeah, 27. Yeah, I think that'll be dope. We're gonna have to hook up on that. Um, yeah, I think that'll definitely be dope. But yeah, those spiritual seeds too. Those can be. You can let other people's demons attach to you too. So we got to be careful of that. So those spiritual seeds we was talking about planting that we got to carefully planting ourselves. We got to be careful that we don't let other people plant, they seeds into us because that can happen too, or attach their spirits or their demons onto us. Um, so it's not just what we have to be aware of that we're doing to ourselves, but we have to be aware of the influence that other people have on us too. Nets, what up, sis? Nets, you better sis, you better drop your link in here. You always popping through supporting and everything. You know I don't get Nightbot to drop links, and you never drop your link. We want to support you too, sis. So make sure you drop your link, Nets. Is there
if I
times
gotta
when
drop down and
someone
do so,
disrespects and you don't address? Is there a time when someone disrespects and you don't address? It depends. I say it like this: it depends on the level I think the disrespect is, because sometimes when people do stuff, I don't even look at it. I look at it sometimes like, oh, they trying to be disrespectful, and I laugh at it. And it's a small thing to a giant. Um, but I think if it's something like egregious, or if it's something that like bother me, oh, I'm gonna address it. But if it's something that look like, haha, that's cute, then I laugh at it and I keep it moving. Um, because, like, to me, disrespect is just what I feel. I don't. I mean, like I said, people. I came to a conclusion, um, that people have emotional outbursts at times, right? And when they have those emotional outbursts, they may say something like, when people do like subliminals to me, I look at it and laugh. It don't bother me. Um, but like if they come right out and say X, Y, and Z, then we're gonna have to talk about it. But like when people do like the subliminals, uh, to me, I laugh at it because it's like, you can't even tell me how you feel, so I don't. So I won't take that. But like when people do stuff, then yeah, we gotta talk about it. Uh, yeah, we'll talk about it. But yeah, like when people, uh, depends on nigga mood. I'm going with you.
gorillas be doing too much.
Yeah, but I will say this though. Like when I don't know. That's just me though. But it's like when people do the subliminal, I just don't think. I guess they say it with their chest, so I don't really take it seriously. But even sometimes when people do try to, it's been people who said things. Um, like to if you, I'm not even gonna tell nobody that because somebody will try it. So, but it's some things that people find disrespectful. I might look at it and laugh. Like, uh, like I said, sometimes you got to look at things, and I look at the person's intention. I look at, I guess, the level they tried to disrespect me at. And like I said, sometimes I just laugh at it and I realize that it's that person's character. And for me to even address it, I have to lower myself down to their level to address it. So, nah, I'm straight. I'm gonna just keep it moving. So, like Rilla said, I guess it's the mood and it's the level. I guess, but stuff like when people do subliminals, I laugh at it. If people, like I said, somebody can come up and like, "Oh, you a punk or you a sissy," I laugh at them. Like, okay,
Exactly.
that's how you feel. Have a good day. I don't even feel like that's disrespectful. A lot of people got opinions, and it's theirs. So I guess it's the level. I guess that's what it is. It's the level that somebody um, appreciate you 27. Right. If I don't have an address, it ain't for me. Yeah, I like that. I'm still in that, Tay. I'm definitely still in that.
Oh, shoot. I done messed up. Oh, no,
People
again.
said if we will be good. So the signal's just weird for me anyway. You need watch time. You got playlists. Yeah, as long as you got playlists and go live. That'd be kind of cool. You go live and talking your language, and I don't understand what you're saying, but I think that'd still be cool. I'll come and support that. Just don't cuss me out. I know people who know Pakistani. I get young Rizla in there to translate for me. Just don't cuss me out. Yeah, and then that's yeah, we got to protect our energy too. Um so you have to deal with other people's the seeds that other people plant in themselves. And then you got to be careful and don't let people plant seeds in you. And that can be done mentally and spiritually. You know, people can implant bad wisdom or knowledge in you. You see so many people. Well, who was that? Jim Jones, who they drunk the Kool Aid and died.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, he implanted negative mental seeds and spiritual seeds in them people, and it killed them. So you can be influenced by someone else's crazy thoughts. You know, so you gotta be careful of that.
Well, I'm only influenced by logic and reason. That's really about it. And the occasional joke or two. That's it. But it is about what energies you put out there. That's why I was saying earlier, if you want to even fix your mouth up even on here to say fuck the youth, no, it's not fuck the youth, it's fuck you. Because that same youth you just said fuck could either help you or get rid of you. I stood firm on that.
Yeah, it's things that like I don't. It's things that should be a we should all be in concession about, and that's one of them is the state of the youth because the youth is going to be the future. So to properly uh, make the changes that we need to make, it starts with the kids, man. We gotta educate them. They gotta be smarter than what we were at that age. They gotta have a better platform to stand on to propel off than what we had. So we got to get ourselves together to make sure they together, so they have more opportunities than what we had, and we can have that effective change. You know, I always say start exposing the youth to these different things that actually matter, like politics. We need to be exposing our youth to politics. We complain about not having a candidate. We have to start encouraging our youth to become the new candidate. That way, we have a proper reflection in these offices. You know, people in the office, even if they got a black face, a lot of times they don't represent my struggle or the things that's important to me. What better way to candidate, then do what everybody else do. Create your own. Meditation is key. Oh my God. Please, you don't understand. My birthday, I haven't meditated like that, and it gave me so much clarity, uh, so much insight, answered so many questions. Meditation is key. Just self awareness in general, taking care of self.
But that's what you're supposed to do. Sometimes you gotta take that time to just, yeah, take the meditation if you don't necessarily have to take the medication. And that's, man, if nobody realized that by now, you need a moment of clarity. If you don't, you'll end up making a irrational decision, one that you don't really need to make anyway. So
Yeah, Space, appreciate you. Appreciate you, Space. Yeah, but that's what even understanding. Um, that's just half of the battle. Is worrying about and taking care of self. And once you do that, you just have to be aware that there's people not doing that. So, and you understand by doing it the benefits of it, and you understand the effects of not doing it when you see it in other people. You know, and if a person ain't willing to learn or try to grow, uh, then a lot of times you have to either know how to deal with that person or how to avoid that person, because eventually if a person ain't trying to learn or grow, they gonna either get in your way or hinder your growth. That's just my personal experience. That's what usually happens. So I can't say everybody. Yeah, I'll be a hypocrite, right? So just my personal experience. Those people who aren't willing or willing to try or even open to the concept of learning new things or growing, trying to become a better version of themselves, those are usually the people who either hinder your growth or get in your way of growing. So I've learned to either deal with them accordingly on different levels or just avoid them at all.
yeah, and sometimes they're gonna come your way anyway, because again, misery loves company.
Hmm.
But I ain't got time for that. What I got time for is this damn soda. Shut up. Nah, but that's what I was saying earlier. I can't take nothing personal. But when you say dumb shit out your mouth like that, I'm gonna take that personal, because at the end of the day, you was a youth. Everybody was a youth. Like, you got to think logical when you speaking on it. That's really about it. Oh shoot, I did something wrong again. You good,
It's,
bro?
somebody came in your chat and said that. Yeah.
I was early this morning when I was doing my morning live. That's what it wasn't even a tick off. It was just like I was gonna already go to a lesson on it anyway, and then I still made a lesson out of it, because again, I mostly said what I needed to say to you. Like I need to say, you don't have grown people that think like that, and when they say something out their mouth like that, it's not a joke. It's they mean it. Seeing this from experience. Most of the time, you're gonna have people that's just gonna say certain things out their mouth, or they're gonna blurt or say certain things, and 9 out of 10 they think in that type of way.
She talk about JW.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about that neither. I'm saying in general.
Oh no, I was trying to say she said several people can see her in Nate's chat. That's why I asked about speaking to me after Nate spoke to his chat. I think she brother.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, she wasn't happy with me, so yeah, so yeah,
No,
she wasn't happy with me, so I don't see what problem she had with you though, TC. You wasn't even up on the panel with us. Um, I don't know. People weird, man. And you know, people go through some stuff and I try to this is my biggest problem. I see people have been through things in life and I have a level of compassion for them. But that don't excuse your bad behavior because I've been through shit too. Hell, I can't see, but I don't take it out on people. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm fucking blind, bro. Like it sucked. I can't fucking drive. There's a lot of things that I can't do that I used to do. But guess what? I'm not going around taking the shit out on people. I deal with it. I adapt, and I make things adjustments in life, and I move forward. And guess what? I can still go out and be positive and nice to people. Just because I've been through some fucked up shit in life, don't mean I got to go around blaming other people for or taking my anger or no. Fix that shit. You know, we all
facts.
go through shit. You know, life ain't easy. We all go through some shit. You gonna have to clean some shit off the bottom of your shoe some days. You know, life goes suck some days. You know, but don't go around making it suck for other people just because your shit suck. That I can't stand. I can't tolerate neither. When people, just because you've been through stuff, don't make you. If you want to play victim, go in the corner. Go in the
Facts.
corner and count the fucking paint bubbles and play victim because everybody goes through something. You know, and that's not saying I'm only talking to the people who take the shit out on other people. That shit ain't right. If you've been through something and it hurts and you're going through pain and sorrow, why would you want to put that on someone else? That just shows the level of ignorance you have. And people like that, I don't deal with. I don't tolerate. I don't care what you've been through. I don't care if you've been through some of the most horrific shit in life. If you take it out on other people, then fuck you. That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nah,
Miro,
that's how I feel.
I'm sorry. Hold on. This is crazy. Nah, Miro, you don't gotta give you permission, bro. Have a good one. We appreciate you coming through. I don't know if yeah, somebody typed that. Um, yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm not.
give me
I don't
permission.
be worried about that. Listen, I don't be worried about nothing. Anything. When you come here, most of the people that been here know what it is, and mostly everybody can tell you, even if it's something being said falsely about me, it doesn't. That look, you can spread all the false seeds you want to spread. You can feel how you want to feel about me, but I'm still not going to be knocked off of a message, and I'm still going to be about the respect. And if I already gave a general dictation as far as what I expect on the panel, everybody else has been respectful. What's wrong with y'all? Nobody should be trying to overpower anything. And if you're going to overpower something, you have a panel for that. You feel you that much of a leader, then go lead on your own accords. Sorry. Am I trying to take over your shit? No. Fuck out of here.
And Leticia, you know, I don't know. Ever since I met Leticia day one, she been cool, all good vibe. Um,
Yeah.
she know her information, so she confident when she speak about whatever she speak about. I don't feel like she's ever been disrespectful. I think she's a straight shooter, so I don't see. And like I said, I don't see what Leticia. You ain't do nothing there. Like I said, people take out. They have a good one, Muriel. Appreciate you. People, there's their insecurities, they demons, and like I said, I'm compassionate about people. What people go through, I'm very compassionate about it. I never discount anyone's experience. I never say my experience is worse than yours, or I never do that. But what I don't like is people playing the victim. I'm not talking about because you're an actual victim. I'm talking about when you making excuses for your current behavior because of what you went through. If you went through something and it affected you, it's up to you ultimately to seek help. You should not be taking it out on other people. And that's what I'm talking about playing a victim. Is when you use the incident or situation that occurred in your life that damaged and hurt you, and you use that as justification of attacking people or bothering people. You can't do
Yeah.
that. That you can't do. Um, that's not cool. So no, I don't do that. Let's be in the building. What up, sis?
Liz, what's going on, baby? Blessings to everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat. Man, listen, I knew that was gonna happen. She did that too many times. So again, that play victim shit. And now listen, take that elsewhere. Utilize that somewhere else.
And see, bro, I be trying to be cool. I won't like even when I see people doing it a lot of times. I don't say nothing. I sit back and I watch, and I want to see how long they run with it, and I want to see the people who fall for it too. Sometimes, because like people, even if you try to tell people, sometimes people will be like, "Oh, you inconsiderate." Like, nah, bro, they just playing victim. Like, it's not the fact that I'm inconsiderate, is you can tell when people like even like that's like me coming on here trying to get y'all to feel bad because I can't see that well. No, I don't care. Y'all don't look at the end of the day. Look, this is at the end of the day. Guess what? My sight problems don't affect y'all. It don't. It don't affect y'all daily life. Just because I can't see that don't make nobody make money or lose money, lose sleep or none of that. At the end of the day, it's my problem. So it's just something I got to deal with. The only reason I share it is because people like sometimes I don't be seeing the chat, you know, and I just don't want people to be like, "Oh, he ignoring me." Like, no, I just don't see it, you know. And I make jokes about it all the time. And shit. I mean, I'm gonna find humor in things. That's just me. My family, we all joke about it. It don't bother me. I'm not a victim. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going around here saying "woe is me." I adapted to it and move forward. It ain't nothing I can do. It's done. It's over with. Um, it ain't go fix nothing by me whining or complaining about it. So I just make do what it do. You make it do what it do, and you keep moving forward. There's gonna be other shit in life that I got to deal with. I'm get older. You never know what might happen. Legs might start going out. Back might go out. I've been in combat sports and playing sports my whole life. I'm pretty sure in the next couple of years I'm gonna have knee problems and all. That's just life, though. You know what I'm saying? That's what comes with getting old. So, but what I'm saying is we all go through stuff, right? And sometimes when we're going through, we need support, we need compassion, we need all that stuff. But when people use that to play on other people's emotion, that outrages me because it works. The people get taken advantage of and don't even know it, and it pisses me off because I can see it. I can't see it, but I can hear it.
See, you was being blindly petty.
Hey, bro, hold on, man. I got something for that too.
But I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to.
See, you was just being blindly petty, but it's all good. So it's all that, baby.
I'm blindly petty, bro. I mean, but that's just life, man. Life. I mean, some of us been getting kicked by life since the day we came out the womb. It's people who been put in the worst environment. Probably, I ain't gonna say the worst family, but the worst circumstances, and they still excel. But they never would accomplish what they did if they was whining about the circumstances. How many stories we hear about people who are rich now who was born poor? If they complain and whine about it, they wouldn't have put in the work to get where they at. You know.
Facts.
So yeah, that victim stuff, it don't help.
I'm man, listen. I wasn't worried about none of anything. 'Cause I ain't gotta never worry about it. It just be funny what you see on here.
Yeah, but the sad thing is, this is just a micro to macro. What we see on here is just a reflection of what's happening. Can you imagine, like, if you just think about, I'm not gonna say no names, but if you just think about one of the most, I'm trying to say it in the most constructive way, uh, one of the most outrageous content creators that make content on here, right?
Mm.
How they act on here. Can you imagine how they act in real life? Like how chaotic their personal life might be. That's why they come on here, and I don't know, man. I just be thinking that sometimes, like when you see certain things on here, like did you see that uh, Miss 504? I gotta ask her the name because I actually want to break that down. It was this Uber driver. He was trying to get famous on YouTube or social media, and he couldn't get famous. So he started recording himself giving people water with poison in it, bro. And he was driving around having these people drink the water, and he was recording their death.
Oh no, that's crazy.
But you see what I'm saying? Like it's people out here like that, bro. And people will do any. He did all that for clicks and views, bro. He tried everything else and couldn't get famous, and decided like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this, and people go watch. People go, and they did.
Sad part about it. That gotta be the worst thing anyway, man. Like, ah, shit be
But
weird out here, man.
but then when you look at his real life, like he just never had friends. No one ever paid attention to him, and he seen people that was just like him come on social media and become famous. So he felt he wanted that too. But he went to like people will go to extremes for things, and none of them people got in that car that he offered water to expected that to be the last thing they drink. Like you, people out here crazy, bro. And this dude didn't look like he was just gonna start killing people with poison water. He didn't look like that. Um, so looks can be deceiving. He didn't even look like a threat. So you don't really know what people's intentions are interacting with them. You know, so you have to be aware. I know I talk a lot about positive things, but please believe me, I pay attention. I analyze everything, every word someone says, even typing. Like when I'm reading, I'm looking at the word structure. I could tell you the tone. People say, "Oh, you can't tell tone through text." It's hard, but it's possible. If a person is typing angry, I can tell by the structure and the selection of words they use.
Yeah.
A lot of times I can. I'm not gonna say all the time, but a lot of times I can. I can tell when somebody being condescending. I just think about what I do because I do it. Like sometimes I want to be passive petty, so it's all in the structure of the words and the selection of words I use. And anybody who's familiar with um, entomology, they know they can see it. If they understand yeah, if they understand it, they know. I need to look into the story you guys are talking about. It was on Miss Tabby. Miss Tabby had the story. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask her. Yeah, Miss Tabby, Miss 504. She did a breakdown of it, and we was talking about like what things people do for clout on social media. Um, so I know she. I don't know if that video is still. I don't know if that paid. I don't know if we got access to that particular video, but she'll know exactly who I'm talking about. Um, but yeah, I wanna cover and that'll go because I wanted to do the Clout Monster Part Two, and I think that story will go perfect with it. So I'm gonna ask her. I'll text her tomorrow and see what video that was.
Yeah, shit crazy, man. That's why I was saying. You got other things to be focusing on. And that right there is one of them. 'Cause it could be a situation with, man. My scalp hurt. My scalp hurt. But you got to be mindful of that. And that's crazy that it see people like that. I was gonna say in certain tokens, yeah, gotta be mindful.
Hey, Realist, why did I hear a preacher saying that when I read it? All in the name of clicks and views. I don't know why I just heard that in my head like that. I might be getting tired, bro. I think I'm tired.
Nah, but it's not even just that, but it's the truth though, because there ain't nothing that we ain't been saying even in my chats, bro. Everybody do everything for a click and view or some sort of attention. You wanna do something for a click and view? Okay. Do something, record yourself doing something in particular that you need to be doing. You want friends? If you don't know how to have a good conversation and actually be good to the people that are trying to be good to you, you can't expect friends. Uh, Never mind. I don't even want to say nothing. Tonight was an interesting night, yo.
Yeah, people. I mean, living with that short fuse, is definitely a cause high blood pressure. And really, like, yeah, I don't know, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. When I first got on here, I was like, I don't care about being monetized. I want the subs, if that makes sense. I just want to reach more people. I don't really care about being monetized, which it will. I don't even think they'd pay me enough. Honestly, I don't think I can get. I need for this to be a job. Nah, I need a couple $100 ain't gonna do nothing for me. That's not even my wife's gas money. So like yeah, and so like people will sell their souls to get monetized, do some of the craziest things just for 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. Like I can't, I'm not gonna do that. That's why like anytime I have something go crazy on the show, I always put it on private so I can edit it and get the information out that I need, but I'm not trying to embarrass nobody. So shows that people may have disagreements and we don't resolve them. I don't put it out for people consumption. As soon as it's over, I put it on private. I'm not trying to embarrass nobody. So I'm not making, I'm not turning people into content. Uh, I don't need the clicks and views. Those ain't the ones that I want. I don't want those clicks and views. I'm straight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just about bringing logical conversation back to the forefront and even bringing the information. Ain't nothing else besides that, But when you got people that want to play victim, it's always going to be an uphill battle.
Oh, you remember now which one? Yeah. That was a good show Miss Tabby did that day. That was a real good show. I liked it that one. That's what inspired. Well, it was like a month or two later when I did the Clout Monster, but I had that in mind. That show she did. Yeah, I ain't paying no money for no subs. I'm straight.
It's just about doing what works for you, and a lot of times, some people go off the deep end. Like I said, even just for a click and view, you want that viral moment. Sometimes that viral moment gonna cost you your livelihood. But if you doing something that's good, a good viral moment, you be alright. Playing victim in a good viral moment, because at some point people see the fraudulence. So yeah, don't let that go over your head.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. It's sad that it's so many. Like I said, we have to plant those mental seeds in the youth, and it's sad that so many adults will come on this app and act younger than the kids, meaning they just act younger. They act like adolescents, and they think, oh, it's because I'm on YouTube and I'm not using my real name and I'm behind this avatar. You're still putting things on video that people can listen to. You know,
Right.
so anyway it goes, this is out for people's public consumption, even if it's not a kid. It can be a young adult. You know,
Yeah.
someone who's looking for guidance or trying to understand how they should be, and now they see somebody in their 30s, 40s, or 50s acting a certain way, and they think that's acceptable. You know, so it don't have to be a kid; it can be a young adult. You know, you can be proving somebody's point, and this is just to my melanated people. Okay, if you got melanin, you have a responsibility. Nothing against nobody else. I'm just saying, if you have melanin in your skin, you have a responsibility. Um, you should uphold the ways, uh, at least uphold respect and dignity. You know, don't go out here acting like no ass or no nigga. You have a responsibility as that honor. You know, show some pride. You know, people already got an idea or image of what you are. You know, you don't just reflect you; you reflect a race of people. Have some pride. Other races do. Have some pride. Have some dignity. Some respect. Our culture is not gangster. That's not a culture. I apologize. I'm gonna be quiet, but
No, you're
yeah,
good. What you mean?
there's a responsibility. No, I don't care what history say or what books say or none of that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your skin. You have a responsibility. Um, you have been given a gift, and even if you ain't aware of it, you've been given a gift. Yeah,
Facts.
you out here acting like savages. Like, nah, bro. Get back into the sun. Understand who you are and where you come from. Have some sense of pride. And leave that gangster shit alone. I'm not even a king. I'm a divine being. Having a human experience, as we all are. But you should have like when I was talking to Miss V, I just don't represent myself. I represent my whole family. So I have to carry myself a certain way. I come on here, laugh and joke with everybody, but it's nothing bad that you can really say. And if you can, we can have a conversation about it and show me the consistency. I have no problem with correcting because, like I said, I not only represent myself, I represent a whole clan of people. So I'm not gonna come on here entertaining or acting the ass. Like I said, we can have fun, we can joke and laugh and giggle. That's normal. But I'm not
Yeah.
gonna come on here selling my damn soul for a show because in real life, my name hold water. I am a brand. I represent something bigger than myself. So I'm not gonna come on here acting the ass. Apologies.
Apologies for what? For speaking your mind, brother? Do I gotta give you a bean pie?
I do wear bow ties, bro. I do wear bow ties. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nah, bro, you good. You supposed to, bro. Listen, you supposed to say what you feel, bro. You see what I do. I say what I feel. And if I feel things need to be addressed, they be addressed. But they're just things that are always going to be logical when it comes to it. Again, trying to see the best outcomes and the best builds should be the most important thing right now. And again, the youth and everybody else that are trying to get some sort of enlightenment or at least trying to make a change for the better should have the right to. but it shouldn't have to come at the cost of you got to keep karate chopping people for their madness. If you can't come to the table with something logical, don't come to the table at all until you're ready to come to the table.
And see now, and you know what? I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna just put this out there, and I'm gonna say it. This is the plainest I can possibly say it. Um, I see a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of stuff I do want to address. You know, I do be wanting to say, "Hey, man, this shit ain't right," or "You shouldn't do it." I do. I'm gonna be honest. I do want to say, but there's no purpose. Like you can tell when a person is like, for me, I'm not even go get into a back and forth with someone who ain't willing to listen. And a lot of the people that's doing these things, they ain't gonna listen. They ain't gonna listen. So I'll be wasting my time. If anything, guess what? I might make the situation worse because now I just implemented myself into their bullshit because that's just who they are. That's just and nothing is gonna change. You know, they come on with the intentions to do the things that they do, and they ain't trying to hear nothing. So it's a distraction because guess what? If I say something, now me and this person gonna be going back and forth, and instead of me doing what I'm doing now, coming over here talking to y'all, I'm gonna be into the bullshit with them too, trying to defend myself, trying to. It's a waste of time. So why address something if it ain't gonna make a change? I did that in my life, and it just made things worse. So now I look at it and I assess it. If I think it's potential to make a change or have a positive impact, then I do it. But I'm just not about to go around addressing shit. And guess what? A lot of people do the shit just so you can do that, just so they can create content. So when you recognize it and you can see plenty of examples of it, there's no point in even dealing with it. You just understand what it is and don't indulge in it and move forward.
I'm laughing. You really thought I was going to give a eulogy tonight. I wasn't. I just no. I was really just on the levels like nah. Like when people are trying to interject on certain things, how can they interject and trying to overtalk?
Mhm.
Well, you got to have a respect. 'Cause everybody had a respect level for you. Now you got to have the respect back. That somebody get some burn.
And then even using that as an example, it was what three different people on my show gave advice on how to fix that problem, right? Um,
Yeah,
you said it numerous times tonight. That just proves that it's not the fact that she want to fix the problem. That's just how she is. So you either accept it or you don't. You know, she's not gonna change. We tried, but that's what I'm saying. What's the purpose of keep telling her the same thing if she don't want to listen? That's the point I'm making. Why address someone that won't listen? It won't do nothing but cause more problems.
exactly.
So those people like that, I just avoid. Once I see it and I understand it, I avoid it. There's no purpose of addressing it because they know what the problem is. They've been told multiple times, but they've refused to correct it. So what we gonna keep talking about this problem for? It ain't gonna do nothing. So a lot of times, like I said, there's no point. I will be distracted and wasting my time and energy and my peace trying to fix something in somebody or help someone fix something that they ain't even interested in fixing.
Facts. That's why I don't waste my time. I'll do what I got to do, and I'm still giving out that information regardless of what, and I'm still bringing awareness one way or another. But I'm just laughing, like I said, even when you having like dialects like this and having open panels, see, we can have differences on opinions on certain things, or you might have something more knowledgeable in one area that I might not have it. I don't mean shit. I don't mean I'm not supposed to idolize. I'm not supposed to even feel the type of way. If anything, oh shit, my man. You know what? You Denzel voice, my man. That's how it's supposed to be, bro. Shoot, you're supposed to keep uplifting people. Yeah, like That's the main thing. Like you supposed to be uplifting everybody and keeping everybody at least, even if everybody going their different paths, okay, but at least still rise together. Why keep pushing each other down for what? It ain't going nowhere.
And like you just said, bro, it's been so many times people put me up on things on here, bro. We're just having these conversations, and like you said, it's things that you more knowledgeable in. You get to talking about it, right? And I'll be like, damn, I never looked at it that way, and then I go research it and learn about it. I mean, that's what we're supposed to do. You know, I can't experience or know everything. You can't experience or know everything. But guess what? If we come together and share our experiences and knowledge, we both get a lot further uh, than what we can get without one another. So that's what people don't understand. Differences a lot of times can be the missing pieces of someone else's puzzle.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. You thought I was gonna give that energy tonight? Nah, I was enjoying the build to a degree, but then the over talking and the generalization, like everybody's a no, not everybody's on. Not everybody is. We wasn't even talking about that to a degree. We was just saying on a logical level that's just some things that shouldn't be implemented. And if it's gonna be implemented how it was, let it be like how it was back in the day. Yeah, they're gonna learn about whatever. Yeah, they probably gonna see. So I done seen certain things coming up. And even still, it was certain things that just wasn't said and done around us, period. So what was unlogical about that? I'll wait. Because I done been around gay couples, all of that. Excuse me for saying it like that. I literally was still young when I knew they was on that type of time. And guess what? They still didn't present and do certain things around us. And we didn't care.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like having conversations, like people, I be trying to tell people that all the time. Like, stop generalizing because when you do that, people stop really hearing what you're saying. Like if I stood up here and said just because my own personal experience that I had bad experiences with dating black women, I can't say all black women are like the ones I dated. I hate when people do that, like all women, and they do it for men too. That's why I tell people stop saying because the men you explaining, I don't even know people like that. A lot of times, a lot of times, I'm serious, bro. Like a lot of times, the way people be expressing like the men, I'd be like, damn, where y'all find them at? And you be like, oh man, like no, those are just the men, and just vice versa. I dated some shitty women, but I selected them. I was in the environments that I selected them out of. That wasn't the cream of the crop. No, I settled a lot of times, and it was some shit that was my selection. That reflected on where I was at in life. The way I was thinking, the thing it wasn't even the women, it was more me. That's what
Yeah.
people don't understand. That's a reflection of what you are, the people that you deal with.
Facts.
People don't look at it like that. So no, I'm not gonna sit up here and say because I had these bad experiences with these black women that all black women are like that. I hate when people generalize it, and then when the women be like, "Oh, black men are this," like what she say, "Black men are homophobic." No, phobia means fear. I'm not afraid of nobody gay.
Exactly. It's not about that. Like I was saying, it's just certain things that I feel in general shouldn't be implemented, especially on kids, especially kids that don't know, again, if they want to wear shorts today or if they want to wear something else tomorrow, especially if the weather hot. Come on now. Like it's just plain facts. Again, back in the days, everybody was accepting and we was already doing whatever. But at the end of the day, it was still certain things that were not implemented. You didn't see it happening in the school. But again, the conversation wasn't even going there in the first place. You brought it there. So
Right. But that's what people need to get away from that. Don't because when you do that, what happens is um, sometimes you can put people in defensive mode because now what you're saying is something against them and not so you done took your own personal experience and you brought other people into it. And people do it consciously sometimes because they be gaslighting people or they do it subconsciously and not know what they're doing, you know. But what happens is you put the people in defensive mode. So now instead of listening to you, They're in a defensive mode. They're trying to defend what you're saying instead of listen to what you're saying. So, like, if I was to sit up here and say, uh, all black men, right? All
Mhm.
black men are dogs because all the ones I know are dogs, and they ain't shit. You know, um, you might feel a type of way, and realist might feel a type of way because y'all black men and y'all like, hold on, I ain't dog.
Right.
But because my own personal experience, because of the people I dealt with, that's what I seen and experienced. Now I want to equate it to everyone. You know, people do that, and you take people away from what you're trying to say. What I'm just trying to say is some shady ass people. But no, I didn't put everybody into it. I didn't put everybody in this box. And instead of people hearing my message, now people just on the defensive. So now it's certain words that's go trigger them. You know, so instead of listening to what I'm saying, now you hear them trigger words and you jump right into battle. And that
Right.
happens a lot. And I be trying to get people away from like stop generalizing. Don't just say it's better to say it like this. In my experience, the people I encountered was like this. You know, instead of saying everybody, it's just those people that you encountered. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
No, you good. No, you was saying exactly what it is, man. Like you can't make a generalization, and then for you to even say, "Well, okay, well, no." It's obvious. You for the first thing you said off the rip was, "Well, I've been here." Okay, we understand that. Look, and I know older folks that don't always put that into a conversation. Well, I've been here long enough, and okay, we all been here long enough. We all been seeing almost the same thing. We ain't saying nothing about that. Again, it's nothing about indifference and none of that other shit. Because again, we know the world been like this to a degree. You want to have people that was adamant about whatever they better than they truth. And again, you live your life the way you see fit when you reach a certain peak in your life. But other than that, when you're a kid, you shouldn't be forced to be taught, or unless you're going to be the one teaching them, because whatever you don't teach them or whatever you taught, guess what? You don't know what's being taught elsewhere. And that can mess up. Look, like you just said, planting the seed. That can mess up what you already done started. Now you gotta, like, come on. Just about the respect level. That's it. And again, it's just about boundaries. Because again, you don't know what else could be taught. For you know, they could be teaching them something way different than what you just taught them. Now it's almost confusing, especially when they're young like that.
Yeah, they shouldn't be exposed. I was about to come up there, but I was like, because I knew what she was trying to say, um, which
Yeah,
is not factual. Like with the point that what the hell is that? What she, I know, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like I ain't about to play them word salad game, because you said teach. No, okay, let me use a better word, aware. There's no
yeah,
reason why a school should be making my children aware of different genders. That's not school's responsibility. That's mine.
exactly.
So you should not be telling a kid that when I have a mother and a father, when a kid has a mother and a father at a home, that's what they know. I don't need you to tell my elementary school child that men can get married. That's stuff that we talk about at home. You are supposed to be teaching them math, science, those essentials. Not this. This is my job. You should not be telling my kid it's okay to say that they're a boy if they're a girl. That's my job. That's something that we handle at home. So all those semantics she was trying to play, and that's what I'm saying. It's like we trying to make a point and bring awareness to something, and you playing games. This is a serious subject that we talking about, and instead of that, you want to cause an argument. Like that's why I was like, I'm not even putting energy into that. I'm straight.
Nah, but it's here even when it came down to that. I look at it like I told somebody. Where I'm from, we are mostly close knit. So we done seen and came up around everything. We've always been accepted. We've always been tolerable. But even back then, there was just a certain code that wasn't broken, and that is being broken. So of course, I'm going to be on that type of time. And it wasn't even talking about that tonight. I still was kind of mostly finished off about what was said earlier. If anybody is saying fuck the youth, no, it's fuck you. Sorry for saying it like that because you were a youth at one point. You got family members that are youth. You might be bringing kids into the world. They're going to become youth. Is that what you really saying? That's how you really felt. That's what I was making my point at even this morning when I did my live. So I don't know where she came at with the other shit, but I'm just going to be logical.
And Leticia, you're right too. That's why I said, like, when people say things, I don't think when they say, I think when people talk, they don't take into account how people are going to perceive what they're saying or comprehend or even understand what they're actually saying. It just sounds good in their head and they say it. That's why I talk slow.
No, that's what really made me just say, nah, I'm gonna stop that right there. Because when you get first, and then you had to try to correct yourself and say, "Oh man, no, we are not phobic of anything. We're just logical when it comes to that."
And this is the danger too. Again, no disrespect to nobody else. I'm just speaking to the melanated people. But we have to be careful how we talk about one another. Because even saying stuff like that, that's coming from a black woman saying that about black men. So if other races of people hear that, and what if they heard that before? Now it's a black woman saying the same thing, so it must be true. That's how these stereotypes get solidified. That's how they get elevated. Is because we begin to say the same thing to match the stereotype. So you have to be careful. That's why you have to. You just don't hear Jewish people coming on here bashing Jewish people. You don't hear Asian people doing it. They got pride. And even though there's a lot of things that do need to be addressed and fixed, just don't associate all. That's the key word when you say all black men or all black women. I mean, you can address things as some or group or a segment of individuals to do radical things, but just don't say all. Because, like I said, you solidify these stereotypes because it's more than just black people listening to what we say, it's other races. And it's when you say stuff like that, you're confirming a lot of times an opinion, and sometimes you not only confirming the opinion, but sometimes if they never heard it, is you giving them the idea. Sometimes, Tay, I swear you got 20 times. I think we had this conversation one time, Tay, and I seen a total change. I'm always give props. I'm always give props. But nah, we had that conversation because you caught me doing it, Tay. So we even. You caught me doing it.
But see, first things first, I wasn't even expecting her to pop up on the panel at all. I dropped the link because I seen when Magruder had said that, but that was further down in the chat when Magruder was like, "Yo, drop the link." And I figured at some point maybe D True or somebody else was going to pop up anyway. Now, where you inserted yourself in the conversation, it was just, again, don't make a generalization and say, "Man, no, don't do that," because again, we wasn't even going there in the first place. And then when we did try to bring awareness to you, you still didn't want to hear nothing. So, like I said, I observe everything. I'll give you a certain opportunity to burn your bridge, and then you out of it. So, another one bites the dust, and I ain't going to have to make a video about nothing. See, I don't got to do that. And I won't put it on private. I'll let it be out there because I'm real like that. Hell out of here. That's the difference. I ain't going to never put nothing on private If they take it down, it's a difference. The age restricted, that's a difference. But I ain't never taking nothing down. If I said something, I meant it. That's the real fucking meaning of standing 10 toes. Fuck wrong with you? Come to build or get up out of here. That's it.
And RZA, don't be starting no uprising in my chat. Don't be getting all the Muslims riled up, bro. I'm just messing with you. That's a joke, RZA. That's it. But no, when she did that, yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. That's where the fallout came on my show with it, though, Tay. I was just trying to say, like, don't talk about, like, I'm like, you can't say all rich people, and that's where everything blew up at, is when I told her. I'm like, you can't, when you clearly said all rich people are, and I'm like, you can't say all. And that's all I said was like, hey, and I understand that, she had a stroke and she had to learn how to talk again. And a lot of times, like, I don't know the severity of her stroke, but if you know what a stroke is a restriction of blood flow to the brain. So I don't know how that affected her, but a lot of times it's not even the fact that I'm correcting you, but I'm trying to help you, because by doing that, you put people in a defensive mode versus them actually listening to the point you're trying to make. And that's just through, I guess that's just like social intelligence. Just understand you can see people change. Like if I sit up here and I was talking about women, right? And I start saying all black women are angry or they get angry. So instead of trying to hear what I'm gonna say next, all the black women will be like, hold on, what the fuck you mean? I ain't angry. So they gonna be in defensive mode. So if I do make a valid point of my next statement, they ain't gonna hear it.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna be pissed off for me saying that all of them are angry. So if I say, well, you know what, the women that I dated, um, they had anger issues. I'm not associating them with what my experience was. So now they can hear and probably give me some insight. Oh, where did you find these women at? Well, the hood. Well, that's why. And ain't nothing bad about women in the hood. But okay, what was the conditions? Did they have a single parent household? Did they were they abused? There's a lot of issues that happen to these women, and some of them I wasn't aware of. But now that I am, I understand why they were angry. I understand um, why they got out of me whatever they could and moved on to the next one, because of their personal experience. So I can't fault them. I'm not even mad at none of the women who dogged me out. I understand why. So by me understanding, if I can't help them, I'm not gonna hurt them. So I just keep it moving, and I'm not gonna judge them, because it's the experiences they've been through that made them the way they are. And a lot of times it's unfortunate, and it ain't people's fault. So there's no point in me judging them. That's just how I look at it. But you got to have a little social intelligence to even consider looking at it that way.
Yeah. See, like I said last time before she was up there, everything was cool money, because again, we have Miss April and everybody else. Now, look like what I always do. I'll give y'all time to speak. Even if I tell y'all hold it down for me, if you don't hear me speaking, obviously I'm letting y'all hold it down for a minute. But don't end up disrespecting each other or over talking to each other. Nah, get your points across. That's it. You forgot I still be multitasking sometimes. That's why I said if you see me go mute, this could be two things now. It's either going to be I'm trying not to get no copyrights from the music that I already know, or I'm letting y'all talk while I finish doing what I'm doing. I could be multitasking. Sometimes I be getting ready for work while I'm doing my lives. So I'm saying clear balance, but it's just have some respect. You can't make a generalization, because I try not to make generalizations unless it's something that's logical. And I'm going to say the logical thing first before I say anything either unintelligent or unequivalent to what the hell need to be said.
And see, realist, I didn't know she had a stroke neither, but I thought it was an accent she had. What it's not is the fact that when she had a stroke, she had to learn how to talk again. But that's what I'm saying. She got a good story. It's just a lot of stuff she ain't healed from, and so she got a lot of anger. Um, but that don't give her excuse because you've been through that to treat other people bad or disrespect other people. That's no excuse for your behavior, especially at that age. You should be more grateful and appreciative. Miss April been through cancer and the stuff that she go through, and she don't come on here intentionally disrespecting people or going at people. Or if she have a
Oh,
disagreement, go make a video about a person. Miss April don't do that, so there's no excuse. There's other
I
people
don't.
who down here, who go through stuff. So no, it's not the fact that he's like, nah, I don't excuse her. That's no excuse because going through that stuff, you should understand the pain and uh, what you had to go through to get through it. So that you shouldn't want anyone else to feel any type of pain once you go through stuff like that. Um, so no, that's not no excuse to me.
Yeah. And then see, that's the thing. Like I said, y'all more than welcome to pop up on the panel, pop up, talk whatever about it. It don't matter. Even if it's just on the chop up. It's just the principle. Nobody should be over talking. Number one, I gave you enough time to talk. Let the brothers that came up on the panel, let them try to get some reason in it. Then you still trying to overpower. Nah, you're not doing that. Not here. And I don't care about videos being made about me if you even think about making another one. See, when I say something, I leave it up. I don't get rid of it. If I said it, I meant it. Don't hide your hands now. Because I already know your routine. That's why I said I would never make a damn response video. For what? You proved my point too. Some of you elders don't know how to just take accountability and stop trying to fucking cause a division. That's the first thing that already went left as soon as you came in. Oh, I've been here for okay. I've been here damn near halfway. What the fuck? What does that mean? That don't mean nothing. You blessed to be here. Yeah, you are. Like everybody is blessed to be here. What does that mean about logic? I'll wait. Like, come on.
Yeah, people just and that's why I say like people just if we can just get to a point just respecting everybody's experience, and not use ours to make ourselves better than somebody else. There's a lot of people who've been on this earth a lot longer than me who have experienced things that I never experienced, and vice versa. It's people who've been on this earth longer than me and will never experience what I have experienced. So we both have unique experiences that we should share, young or old. So that's what we should focus on versus trying to compare. You know, uh, I don't know. That just what works for me. I don't try to compare my experiences to no one else's. Mine's are unique. If you like for me to share it, I have no problem. And just like yours are unique, I'm not comparing my life experience to yours. I'm gonna just learn from it if I can. If I can't, then I'll hold on to the information and pass it down to someone who can. That's how I look at it, bro.
Yeah, because that's what, listen, that's all I've been saying like the whole time. And it's not like I'm not saying nothing logical. I said we all got to come together to fix certain things, but how can you fix certain things when some of y'all are acting or moving the way you move, and then you ain't trying to either correct it at all? Everybody done been through something. I've been through some of the most dramatic things. That does that mean I'm taking it out on everybody or put no? I got through it and trying to prove to people that no matter what's happening in life, on here, off here, you could get through a lot of the shit too. You just gotta be logical and practical. Nothing more, nothing less.
Realist, I ain't gonna lie. If I ever see that video, I'm probably gonna watch it probably about 20 times laughing.
Oh,
I'll
you talking about that one? Yo, I
I
ain't
ain't
messing
gonna
with
lie,
you.
bro. I'll be laughing, bro. No, don't give me access to that video. I might make a drop out of it. Oh man, bro. I don't know, bro. I laugh at ignorant stuff, bro.
No, but even in those positions, bro, I'm not gonna hold you. It's kind of funny, but it's not funny because again, you gotta be mindful of the energy you put out there. Some people ain't gonna give a damn about your handicap, and they gonna let it be known. That's why you gotta be mindful of the energy that you putting up there for real.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If they did that to me, I wouldn't. I'd probably look at it and laugh and keep it moving. I wouldn't do nothing. But if I seen somebody else do it, I would definitely laugh. I'm not gonna
This
lie to
nigga
you.
here, I ain't
And
fucking with you.
I would not help neither. I would not help. I would laugh. I don't care, bro. I'm just like when I see people. Look, I'm not. Look.
You viral moment petty. Look at you.
No, just because I'm passive, bro, that don't mean everybody else passive, and I don't expect people to be passive. That's just me, you know. So I tell people like, just because I don't do it, don't think people around me won't do it. Because definitely, if that my little brother, oh, definitely, yeah, he would have booted him. He wouldn't have cared neither, and I would have laughed. My little brother, look, bro, I'm telling you, he built it different. He built like I was. He just zero tolerance for ignorance. You disrespect him. If he feel disrespected, he not
I did.
talking. He going in your mouth. Just flat and simple. That's just how he built. That's why he's ass in the feds right now.
Oh shit. Next, what's going on, baby?
That's what's
Nah,
up.
but see, that's the thing though. I ain't want to snipe you, but fuck that. I'm not playing that with nobody. You disrespect, you getting the hell up out of here. I don't honestly care because again, we was having a logical conversation. You want to have a logical conversation, and I felt like that to a degree. I seen women come to the table have logical conversations with men without certain things going left. I've seen it sometimes. It ain't all the time. But even when it come down to elders, sometimes the elders can sit down even with the men and be like, "Yo, listen, this is down the third." It's not saying that, but you can't sit here and make a generalization and say that all men are homophobic or that. No, the only thing I fear is walking on water if I ever do walk on water. Like, that's the only thing I'm going to fear. Like, I don't fear too much of nothing. And again, I've been around too many different situations, hence why I've been the way I've been. I have no problems with anybody on any side of the spectrums. It's just have a respect level for the babies and the kids. That's it. Don't force nothing on them that don't need to be forced, and then give them the opportunities they need. That's it. What else can you possibly say?
Right. And Tay, you absolutely right. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I would rather piss a man off than piss a female off. I would. I piss because like you piss a female off, that's a whole different man. I'm straight. I'd rather piss a dude off. And nephew, right too. Like I said, honestly, realist, I wouldn't have did it. I would have just looked at it like pull a little tink tink and walked away. It wouldn't have bothered me. I don't really care. But I would have laughed if I seen somebody else do it. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't even blame them because like things you don't know people boundaries and triggers and what people life experiences is. And you just go randomly disrespect somebody, um, law cause and effect. You wouldn't have got
Right.
kicked if you never would have called them out the name. It wouldn't have never happened. So you got to look at it that way too. If you never would have called him the name, you never would have got kicked off the platform like a football. Shit. I gotta see that video, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This is one of my bucket list things. It's a place in Michigan to do it, so don't think I'm weird. I want to throw a midget. I want to see how far I can throw a midget. But they got a place in Upper Michigan where it's like a midget tossing festival. So that's on my bucket list. I'm gonna throw a midget one day. So seeing somebody, I don't know. That's probably why I laughed. Just seeing somebody kick.
I'm done.
Look, man, I know I ain't right, but it's a place where you can do it. It's a festival where they throw midgets, so it's not like I'm wrong or something. Look, everybody got that little twisted dark pleasure. Okay, that's mine. I want to throw a midget. Sue me.
No, I'm just laughing because it sounds weird, but look, if that's something that look, I can't get mad about it. And I'm not judging it neither. It sounds weird. What so you got midgets like Wee Man in them from Jackass? Like,
Bro, I was telling my wife like Look, this is what happened. Look, this is why I'm so. This is why I want to do it so bad. Because like growing up, it was this family, right?
Yeah.
And they had a midget daddy, and I think I was like 15 years old, right? But the kids wasn't midget. The daddy was a midget. The mama wasn't a midget, but and the kid, no, one of the kids was a midget. It was four of them. One of them was a midget, but they was cool. I used to play basketball with their brother. I never knew their daddy was a midget, so we was hooping, and the daddy came and got him. And I'm like, "Is that your little brother?" And the daddy came up to me and kicked the shit out of me, bro. Like I'm the damn daddy. Came and kicked me and walked away. Ever since then, bro, I don't know. It just he scarred me for life. It's like I got kicked by a midget and didn't do nothing about it. And ever
Think
since
about
that
that.
day, ever since that day, every time I see a midget, I just picture him kicking me, and it's like I'm older now. I'm a grown man. Now I can pick you up and throw you. Even though I could have did it at that age, I was still a kid. Like he hit a kid. Now I'm a grown man. Come kick me now and see what happens. That's what be going through my head, bro. Look, man, I'm scarred. Okay, until I
Look,
throw a midget, I'm gonna never get over that. I'm gonna never get over it. I know I'm not.
look, the midget gonna kick you as soon as you throw him. Like you motherfucker. You ain't learned from earlier, right? Karate chop. Look,
I'm gonna have fun. And it really, bro, that episode when Martin got beat up by the midgets, that triggered me
oh
too,
yeah.
bro. That triggered me too, because I just imagine that dude just beating me up, bro. Man, I was like, "This your little brother?" He was like, "I'm the daddy." He walked up to me and kicked the shit out of me, man.
Damn, Tommy, don't get your ass whipped by some midgets. That's all I'm gonna tell you. When you go there, don't get your ass whipped by no midgets, word. Like they gonna jump you hard, nigga. I'm telling you, they gonna have you in the hallway like Tommy was. Like, oh, they both
That's
rushed you. Nah, but then look, you said you learned the lesson to a degree. That's the main thing. Sometimes you gotta be mindful of how you. I can see you getting kicked by another midget at some point, but see you grown now, so.
oh, what's this say?
Nigga said I ain't letting the midget beat my ass.
Yeah, man, no, I ain't going out like that, bro. That's like one of my yeah, I'm terrible. Yeah, that's like I can't have that
Oh man, nigga said the midget gonna be throwing everything. Tired of your shit. Nah, but that it sound weird. It kind of sound unique. I can't get mad about it, but it just sound funny. Throwing the midget.
Okay,
I don't know. Throwing a midget? That's like throwing a cannonball if you could throw one. You throwing another human, damn it. I don't care if they all small. They could be chunky. Well, like, what you gonna do then? You gonna split your back? Look, you gonna catch a hernia trying to toss a midget if you ain't strong enough to toss your. Like, come on.
I know, bro. I know I shouldn't have said that. Now Realist gonna be teasing me. I got beat up by a midget. It was one swift kick, Realist. One swift kick. But man, I'm telling you, bro. I don't know if he had steel toes on or nothing, bro. My shin was hurting for like 3 days, bro. I'm like, they use them little midget steel toes, bro. I don't even know if they make them.
They do. They got mini boots. You forgot they wear kid sizes.
Man, bro. I'm telling
They
you
wear.
that
They sneakers is cheaper. Like.
I'm telling you that scared me, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna be. That's one of them things that childhood traumas I had that is not gonna be healed until I throw a midget. I need to throw one, just one. I need to get my get back. I gotta get my get back, bro. I'm gonna be all right. I went to counseling for it. That didn't work. Yeah.
Don't worry, they're gonna come get you. I'm telling you, they're gonna mob up on you. It's like,
Yeah,
they're
I'm
gonna,
gonna
they gonna hurt you. Nah, but if you do, man, listen, that's the main thing again. I'm not saying I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying for you to first of all, are you throwing them in a bag or you just like doing how? Uncle Phil used to do Jazzy Jeff and tossing them. If you're doing that, you gotta be mindful, son. Shoot, you might actually hurt somebody, especially if you that strong. If you weak as shit, you might be right along with them. You both gonna be tossing each other.
No, they got a little airbag thing you throw them on.
Oh, okay.
They put a vest on with a handle on the back, so you can grab like a leg and spin them around and throw it. I'm gonna do it, bro. I say it's on video. I'm gonna get that video and post it. Sure. It's a midget tossing thing. They be tossing midgets for real, bro. It's a festival. They go on in Upper Michigan, Lake Tawas. There's a place they call is up there. They be tossing midgets, bro.
He said midget petty. I'm weak. Oh yeah, you know what's funny? Boss Lady Bird said something earlier that had me weak. She said petty Roni. I'm weak like that. Yeah, you see your shit is getting around somewhere too. Don't worry. There's different levels to petty. See, I'm no longer eulogy petty. I think I'm burial petty. I just bury everything and keep it pushing.
Yeah, I'm taking it past eulogy into burials now. Cremation petty.
No, but it's just funny though because it's like see even that I ain't knocking it. It sounds fun, but then again, I was just thinking on the safe level, like hold up, you tossing midgets, but where are you tossing them exactly? Are they going to be safe when you throw them? First of all, can you even throw them? What's the requirement for that? No, because I'm saying it sounds funny, but as a kid gonna be able to like I'm saying that sound like some shit. No, no.
like the video I seen, bro. It was these big, like Viking looking white dudes just tossing midgets, bro. I'm looking like, man, that shit look fun, bro. Like I don't know, man. That's my secret pleasure. Everybody knows, so now y'all can tease me that I got beat up by the Lollipop Man off of Wizard of Oz. The Lollipop Kids, the Lollipop Kids. I got jumped by the Lollipop Kids headlines for tomorrow.
Crazy. Nah, but it's just about all in all though it sounds interesting. See, I don't be knocking too many things. The things I do knock is because I already seen from experience, and I'm like, yeah, I won't go down that route. But it's just all about having a respect level on all the chords, basically. And like you said earlier, that's the truth, though. You say certain things like that, you implement something, and you spreading the bad seed. So that's one thing we got to stop eliminating. Like we got to start eliminating and stop just doing that, man. Stop trying to force things on people that don't need to be forced. I don't force nothing but a conversation. Everybody's entitled to opinion, view, all of that, even some logic. I'm just bringing a general conversation with no emotions attached.
And that's what. Did you see the whole interview?
Yeah, I was in there for a minute and then I got a phone call, so I was like, oh shit. But I was in there for the most part, bro. That's why I asked earlier. I said I know I seen that the what was it, Miru? I seen him in the chat earlier. So I got two notifications. I got you and Viral's thing. So I'll say, oh, y'all doing that what was that share live stream?
Yeah. So you should be able to do it. Like I don't know if you're on your phone or not, but I paid for it. So I think she said that's how it worked. If you pay for StreamYard and you got it, I think I got it set. So anytime somebody come on the panel, it should be something in the corner that say share. I didn't see it at first, but it's usually right where it say end broadcast. That's where mine was. Okay, yeah. So if you see it, it should say share to destination or something like that. You can share the stream. So anytime people come up, feel free to share the stream. I don't care.
But you can also do it on YouTube as well, but it's only going to be two people, and that's really about it. Because I've seen some people do their own share stream basically, but they just did it from the app itself. So
You want to hear something funny? I
well,
don't know how
good.
to stream from YouTube. I can only stream from stream. Every time I try to stream on YouTube, it says something about like download software or something. I'm like, what?
Oh, see, that's the thing. If you never went live from YouTube, yeah, you gotta wait for that. It's almost like that two-step verification thing. You gotta wait
Uh,
for it. But see, I had that same issue, and then I think with I was about to say I would tell you to try it again because see, I just thought about something too. You need at least 100 subs to go live stream from YouTube. I try to do it straight, but then
uh,
again, yeah. But StreamYard is different, so they're gonna let you go with the 50 subs, even if it's just that. But if you going straight live from YouTube, I think it's at least 100 subs, and then you still gotta go through that thing. You gotta wait for it to yeah, you basically just gotta wait for it to update, do whatever. Then I guess from there you can start that. I was able to do that on this page and the other page before it got the second strike.
mm,
That's
like you
how I
said,
knew what music to play.
uh, 24 hours. I got to start a whole nother page. I hit you on the back end and tell you what. But I got to start a whole nother page.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be dope. I hope I can get that. That might blow up quicker than this one though. With what I'm gonna do with it, it might blow up quicker than this one. Hopefully, uh, it's gonna be more like a service page anyway. So, but let me get my butt off here, bro. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Um, I still got this migraine. I pushed through it though. I'm proud of it. It just started getting worse and worse. It was feeling better, but yeah, my shunt acting up. And I knew when I went to go get it checked out, they wasn't gonna do nothing but take another picture and give me some medication, some Motrin. Like I'll go see the neurologist, and I can't see the neurologist for another 2 weeks. So just gotta deal with it. It only do it though. It's been raining for like the last 4 days, and when it rained consecutively like that, like
yeah,
1 or 2 days, I'll be straight. But when it rained like 4 days straight, that shit fucked me up. That's why I was trying to go live last night and the night before that.
yeah.
And I just couldn't. And then Friday night, I was about to go in the Taze. I turned it on. My wife gave me this anti-nausea medicine. I took that, and the next thing I know, like I passed out and I woke up like damn. And I did a live that morning, but um, yeah, it's been kicking my butt. But it's not supposed to rain tomorrow, so hopefully I'll be straight.
Word, man. Because it been raining over here the last shit. It been almost like that the whole weekend. And it says Friday night. So trust me, I know. Nigga, when it get like this, or when it get before it even start raining, when it's them days when you know it was supposed to rain, it didn't, and you got the stiff joints. I got old football injuries. I know.
Yeah, bro,
Trust
I get that shit in my head, bro. Like when old people be like, "Oh, it's about to rain, arthritis," bro. I get head spasms and muscle spasms. That shit be crazy, bro.
Yeah, but that's part of the game. Listen, I told you my foot was supposed to be fish gravel, but lucky it was a clean break in the front and not a hole because I was really supposed to lose this foot, bro. I was supposed to lose this foot, but if I'd have took
Damn,
that sneaker off, they probably had to amputate that, bro. Like that shit was done for.
bro. You said fish gravel. I've never heard of that. I'm using that.
Nah, that ass. The front was a clean break. I broke that bone to support my foot and all that, nigga. If I had took that sneaker off after that football game, something had been over with. Even the doctor said himself, if you'd have did anything else otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to set everything right, and it could have been diet. It was that bad, bro. So I know when that weather get like that, son, we all be going through it. But it was always fun popping up here, man. I had to come show some love anyway, even though you've been past Tom Petty.
Bro, yeah, I've been in the bushes, Patty, bro.
I
It's
know.
like, 'cause it's easy to listen, but it's like when I be having these migraine, and then I feel bad when I start typing, and I type like, okay, blessings to everybody. And then I got to keep looking because I don't want to not respond to someone. So I'll be like, bruh, like this one having a migraine, I just I hit the like and start listening.
It's all right, you shadow watcher. It's all right. I smelled old head in there too somewhere, but it's all good.
I always support my people. It's just like when I be having the migraines, bro, I be in the bushes still listening, but I hear everything. I be in both shows, bro. I'm on my ninja, and then I hit you up on the back anyway, like, hey.
No, I know. But you was being light skinned today because you was getting ready for your interview. No,
Bro, you see, I told my wife I had to go set up in the studio in the basement because the kids was running crazy up here, and I'm like, no, let me go down there. So I went and set up down in the basement, and I told my wife I don't think I want to come because we got a bar and everything down there. And we don't really go down there because there's still some stuff I got to clean up. But I'm like, man, I'm about to stay down here. I don't think I'm coming back upstairs. She's like, you better get your ass back up here. I got these 2 kids. Yeah, parental petty.
Nah, you chaperone petty. You gotta get it right.
Right. Daddy daycare. What Kalani told me one day, he's like, you remind me of daddy daycare. I'm like, man, fuck you. Shout out to Kalani. He got me good with that one.
Yeah, he another shadow hugger, but it's all right. It's all right, baby. Nah, it's all good with everybody, man. But nah, I had to come and show some love anyway, bro. Shoot.
Oh, always, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
You already, man.
But so if y'all take anything from this, just remember, just like you plant the seeds physically when we're trying to grow our plants or our flowers. We take time and we nurture. When we place in the hole, when we plant the seed, we got to water it. We take it from the little pot and put it outside. You take your time and nurture it. And when you do that, you usually get vegetables, fruits, food. You get a good harvest when you nurture it. You got to do the same thing when you plant seeds, mentally and spiritually. Take your time. Make sure you get the right seed. Make sure you're nurturing it right, meaning take your time with the information. Make sure it's the right information. Take your time when you doing self-reflections and you're on your spiritual journey. Take your time. But you also got to be aware of how you're being influenced mentally and spiritually from other people and how you influencing other people. And then be aware of that other people are being influenced. You never know what kind of seeds people planted in themselves, mentally or spiritually, and how they might affect you. But don't be naive to it neither. These conversations just bring awareness. A lot of this stuff y'all know. A lot of this stuff makes sense because we're aware of it. I'm just giving you a different way to look at it, giving you a different understanding of what's happening right in front of us. So. But y'all know what I always say. These conversations build nations and care about how you feel. And do me a favor. If I say anything that resonated with you, tell somebody to tell somebody. Hit that share button. Help me spread the word. But that's all I got. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. My head ain't killing me. I'll definitely be back. If I'm not, I'll be back the day after that. But that's all I got for you.
They be switching up like seasons. I'ma keep it real just for one reason. Amen, kill all my demons. Diamonds dance when we hop in the pants while I'm talking. I got niggas that the play nigga.